I remember when I went into the Hall of Fame, I was upset.
Wait, what?
It was so long ago. And it's like crazy because I went in, I'm like, how come I didn't be inducted into the Hall of Fame? This is back in the days when it was still kind of a big deal. I mean, I went into basically because of hockey and a lot of this shit. Like, that's one thing I look at. At least I kind of created things that became part of Americana, which is a bigger thing. I mean, nobody even knew what Bukkake was until I brought it to America.
Jim, how the hell are you?
I'm doing good. I'm alive. Once again, another successful day, I guess, on set. You know, the crews seems to be fighting, but I'm fine.
Keeps it, interesting with the crew's fighting, right?
Yeah. You gotta keep them in check. They all fight with each other.
I think you should just lock them in a room, and whoever walks out, stays on the crew. Whoever doesn't survive,
That would be hot. We put all of you, our dog, all of you into one room, and you have to fuck your way out. Our dog would be probably the one winning. It'd be disturbing.
There you go. Your new series, Crew Wars.
Be good. I like it. Ooh. Well, there's always been Crew Cocky and everything. Now Crew Wars.
I think we should do it. Okay.
I think we should.
I think we're just going to cut this right now. We'll just get right back on set. Call them all back in like, oh, by the way, we have to have a reshoot real quick.
Bring them back.
And just a surprise. By the way, welcome to the new series.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I had no idea you were so popular until I Googled it last night. Where am I going? And I'm like, wow. Been a lot of people there. Why am I there? But whatever, I'm here.
Because your publicist said that this would be fun.
Yes.
Last time your publicist sat in on a show, you have to have Jim on.
Why?
I don't.
Very boring.
Well, way to sell yourself and just bring the expectations for the audience who doesn't know.
Well, I like to keep the expectations down very low. That way, no matter what you do, like when you go into a movie, people give you great reviews and everything, and you go say, oh, good. But if everybody tells me it sucks like Ishtar, I watched Ishtar finally. That's not a bad movie. I like to be like Ishtar.
Well, now I'm upset at your crew for telling you that this is a good show.
Yeah, well, no, I heard that. I heard it's a long show, but
now I'm upset for them telling you because now your expectations are high.
Yeah, mine are high now. I'm like, wow, this is a big show. It's like, oh, well, I should be intimidated.
I only bite consensually. And don't worry, you're not my type.
Excellent.
Cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming in.
It's great you have Guinness.
Well, your publicist did her job, and when I asked what kind of alcohol you wanted.
Well, it's low alcohol and everything. It's like you can drink Guinness all day long and not get drunk. It's a working man's drink.
So's whiskey.
I don't know about that. You ever hear of whiskey dick?
I've experienced it once or twice in my life.
I think we all have. Many a time.
Well, I feel really bad for your PA if she's experienced it because that means she's on the receiving end of not getting it.
Yeah. She's been in whiskey dick, alley before.
That's got to be real disappointing. Just be like, but I thought I was getting laid. Oh.
Or there's the whiskey dick where the guy can never come either.
I mean, that's the one.
Also, that one too.
That's the one.
Also, that one. He cannot come, and it's not as dangerous now as it was in the '80s when you'd wear all the skin off your cock, and it would just be nothing but like next morning scabs. That was bad.
Did they not invent lubricant in the 80s?
No, back then they had the hair that curved in on the inside of the vagina lips, from underneath. And when you're banging all night and you're sliding in and out. And one time I was in France, I wore all the skin off my cock, and I'm on the way to Amsterdam the next day, looking at it in the toilet and everything. It was very disturbing. Just one big scab.
How long did that take to heal? Did it ever heal?
Quickly. It's very vascular. Your cock heals very quickly from something like that.
The more you know.
Yeah, it heals quick, like in a couple of days. I was fine by the time I made it back to England.
Just to get new scabs? Or
yeah, to catch something else in Brighton.
Were you there for porn or were you there for music?
No, I did the classic when you get out of college, you get sent to see the world. You're out of college, go see the fucking world. So I'm a stereotype. Every cliche from a Euro trip, I did it. So
it makes me think of the Eurotrip movie.
Oh, so one of the greatest movies ever made.
Oh, I just watched it like a week and a half ago.
I can watch that movie over and over and over again.
I don't understand how that movie is not more popular.
That movie it's like right up there with Boogie Nights. Some of the movies that everybody in porn should see. Because Eurotrip's amazing.
Yeah.
To me, Eurotrip is, everybody should experience Eurotrip.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
And the Matt Damon cameo,
Oh my God, Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah. So good.
Fiona.
So good.
The best.
And I don't know if you know the story behind that. I don't know why we're getting into mainstream film lore, but apparently Matt Damon was in Prague filming The Brothers Grimm, and he just happened to be there. And he went to college with one of the band members. Like his brother went to college with one of the band members from Lustra. That's how they got him on set for it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I saw that movie, I really didn't even know who Matt Damon was. I didn't really. I'd seen him, but I didn't really care. You know, I was more into the movie or whatever. I thought, oh, he's the singer of that band. You know, he was incredible. He's like something like it was like Blink 182 or something singing. I didn't know who it was. Oh, it's Blink 182.
It's so ridiculous. It's just like that movie. Oh.
But I did know Fiona because Fiona was on a Superman show when
Smallville.
Superman was a teenager, right? Smallville, with the other girl who, you know, she's a cult leader, cult follower, and everything. The little blonde. Oh, she's so sassy. I loved her.
Well, yeah. How do you think she got people into the cult?
Anyway, yeah.
So for the audience who may have heard a little bit of that, Spencer Bradley is in the house, just hanging out.
She's in the hizzle.
She's your PA. I should put her to work and be like,
yes, Spence works with me. So I hired the Bradleys. They are a husband and wife team. For people who don't know, Spencer's now married, and they're now called the Bradleys, and they work as a team. So you get one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and sometimes you don't even know which one you have. They just kind of show up, one will sneak off or whatever, and she puts on a mustache like her husband, so you don't know which Bradley you have while they're helping you. Except he loves being covered in squirt.
Wait a minute.
Spence, not so much.
It's the reaction.
I love that squirt.
Oh boy, my post-production work. Spencer made him take your last name? Wow.
Yeah, well, they all do. Like, look at Jennifer White and Deacon White, Mr. White. They all do.
Such a bad move.
I know. Well, it's very progressive.
Well, no, it's a bad move to have the same last name as your partner, who no matter who had the name first in this industry, because statistically, it don't last. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess he's not small, Joanna. Small angel. So, so I guess you don't want to take the partner name.
Small H angel?
Yeah, small H angel.
Or maybe SH angel. There we go. Like it seems literary at that point.
Oh my God, what's Stormy Daniels' husband? What's his name?
Which one?
Yeah, the new one.
Oh, see? Isn't she with Barrett Blade?
Barrett. So Barrett Daniels. If you're gonna be a day of porn girl, you have to take her last name.
I don't know. Stormy Blade.
Stormy Blade's a good name. Maybe she should take his name. Yeah, but she's getting a lot of press for her Stormy Daniels. You know, when you fuck, Trump, you're gonna get a little press. So
yeah,
that's a good name for her. It's a really good name.
Oh, some other performer should just take Stormy Blade and just go with it.
Stormy Blade's a good name. Yeah. Wow. Recruit somebody. You should be like the girl in Smallville. Recruit people to porn. Get a cult going.
Well, I've been trying. Trying to recruit people. That trial is coming up, by the way. I'm really excited.
What trial's coming up?
With Stormy and the Hush Money and stuff.
Okay, we definitely gotta get you on mic.
Okay, you need a mic, and it's been going for a while. She's already been on the stand.
Wait, I missed that.
How would you possibly miss that?
Hold on, we're gonna pause for a second. We're going to set Spencer up properly. So
get her a mic because Spencer's going to catch us all up on current events.
Hold on, we're going to stop the recording and arm another track.
I swear this is still your show. I'm just going to be.
Obviously, you're stealing it.
Hold on, pausing. Magic teleporting Spencer Bradley.
Bam! And here she is. I have half of the Bradleys, the husband-wife team that work with me on Says PAs.
Here I am.
But the husband's not here right now.
He's busy right now.
And Spencer's not on mushrooms this time.
No.
Not this time. Not this
Totally
time.
sober.
Well, for now.
Besides and we drink.
And we drink. Okay, I'll have a drink. All right, so give us some questions or something.
I don't wanna.
Geez, something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. We were just discussing, the Bradleys and their marital woes, and was that not interesting?
I was very excited when I liked her boyfriend. I'm the one who told her she should stay with him. Early on, she's like was questioning it. He had some issues, and she came to Uncle Jim, and I said, "You should marry him." I did, didn't I?
No, 100%. You've said that from the start. He's an amazing guy. we make a great team and everything. Just
He's like the same height. He's a Buffalo Bill fan. I don't like that, but whatever. Everybody can't be perfect. And but he's nice. He's a good guy.
he is a very, very, very good guy. Tonight does not determine our relationship.
Yeah, if you're gonna put up with a porn chick, you gotta be very much kind of, fairly submissive in a way. You got top from the bottom, almost.
I hear that. You got to be willing to listen. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's a relationship aboard across the way. But yeah, no, being with a porn chick for sure. Like, because, I introduced him to the porn world and like
So it's all
PAing.
your fault.
It is all my fault, 100%. No, like just navigating us both being in the industry is obviously going to be a climb.
Yeah, because has to be in under a year at this point.
He's a what?
Under a year in the industry, not even a few
No,
months.
you met him before football season. So it was
We've been dating for like 10 months now.
yeah, because it was a while ago.
But he didn't start PAing until what, the other month?
Recently. He just recently
Yeah, 'cause
became my
when
PA.
I met him, the same dude I met at that party, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I put him on as an extra. I had them be an extra in a movie and so forth. And now he's PAing and stuff, and now he just loves getting a nice golden shower.
Oh, he absolutely loves it. Absolutely loves it. No, I think he just really enjoys the energy and the freeness. Like he is such a free spirit,
No,
and
he really does. He loves this stuff. And, like on my sets, I tend to get squirted on a lot. I don't know what it is. It's like it's just I attract squirt. I don't mean to, but I'm always getting squirted on. And I'm just shooting camera, minding my own business, and bam, you're hit in the face with squirt or whatever. And he loves that.
Well, maybe
I
that
learned
you
that.
that you don't get out of the way. People just think you enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just I don't flinch because if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna hold the shot. It's not that I'm like loving being it, but I just hold the shot. I'm like, okay, really? It's like you did it on purpose.
Well, yeah, but you don't seem to be protesting too much. So
Yeah, I don't
Well,
care.
it makes
Whatever.
a good scene. It makes a good scene, especially when it's an authentic squirt, like a deer or a lure, like an authentic squirter. Like that's
'cause that is,
absolutely
like-
amazing.
Yeah, those are drops from heaven.
Yes.
So
I'd be too worried about my gear.
about your what?
About my gear, my cameras. I'd be like,
Oh, I get soaked all the time. It's just part of the thing, It's like whatever.
The only case I've ever heard of a camera being ruined, and I wasn't there, it was a crew member who told me they were like, and they were proud of it too. They were like, Chechik, like she ruined our VR camera, but we were not mad at all. It was great.
Well, they were
like-
probably on a VR shot too, so it's soaked and they can't really stop. So maybe
Right.
has something to do with that because you really just wipe it off. I mean, unless you're really dropping it in the entire vagina is absorbing it, you're probably how much squirt you're really getting.
I have visions of Double Dare.
Yeah.
That old Nickelodeon show just fucking.
See, I remember we used to load up girls all the time with the colored milk enemas and shoot it out their ass. We used to do those felching videos where we'd load you up with milk and put in blue dye or whatever and shoot it out because the ass, if it comes out the ass, you could shoot that like 30 feet. And we used to get behind like plexiglass and have it sprayed at us and stuff.
Why'd you stop doing that?
I don't know. It was a different era. I mean, like the felching, all that type of stuff, the ass artist stuff. I don't know where that ended, but I remember that period of porn when you had Mila and stuff with the ass art and all that type of shit. That was a crazy era of porn, which they just don't do anymore.
We should bring it back.
Yeah, the milk, colored milk out of the ass, it really was dramatic. I mean, that would wake you up too. You're just like sitting in my and it sprays the walls and everything. Homeowners don't like it though.
That's some Blue Man Group stuff.
Oh yeah, it's total blue, man. In fact, that's the one I did that video you were looking at when I had all the girls in blue. Remember, they were painted. You saw the old video. They were all felching the blue milk out of their ass, shooting the blue milk out of their ass. And
You've sent me so many clips. I'm trying
Yeah.
to dig it up from my memory.
Yeah, it's like after a while, you're just like constantly jumping the shark. It just never ends. We don't really jump the shark as much as we used to. I miss jumping the shark.
Porn's pretty safe these days.
So safe. But, a lot of this stuff, it's not like I thought it was dangerous in, like, it was never a rapey type of thing or dangerous that way. It was more fun. And we lost a lot of the fun stuff. Just because girls are all dressed in blue, shooting milk out of their ass doesn't really mean it's bad. And the guys down there being soaked in it. we just quit doing that stuff. I mean, it was kind of like a different era. It was more of a spectacle because we were making like Cirque du Soleil. I used to do a line called Cirque du Sex. Where that was the whole thing. They would do things, ridiculous acts and stuff, but whatever.
Well, do you feel the ridiculous acts sold DVDs better?
I think, I think part of it worked into a story. We were usually doing it within a story. It was more of a shock thing. Yeah, it was more of like a party gift or whatever. I think a lot more of that were just some guy beating off wanting to watch the stepdaughter because they can't say that's my sister, or whatever type of stuff. So maybe we had a lot more of that going on than we do now.
The modern era of OnlyFans and just clip-based.
It's the girl behind. It's just a modern day, and we've made a virtual Venus Fair. It's the girl behind the glass you're beating off to. It's the prostitute on the internet. Is really what we've turned into, and a lot of it's. I think. I don't know. I was always kind of when it came to sex, I was like more a show, especially when I was young. I wanted my girl dressed like a wearing horns and stuff, and so it was. I think a lot of it's just gotten kind of boring.
It's supposed to be a production, when people are saying like, oh, like porn doesn't represent real sex life. No shit. Neither
It
do
shouldn't.
actions movies. Like action movies don't give you fucking like gun training or anything. Like why should they expect porn sets to give you a play-by-play of like
I mean, I love porn sets where the girl, you're doing something with the sacrifice to Satan, and you got the guys where the goat legs and stuff, and all the girls are running around. So that's fun. I mean, that's to me is much more interesting.
Oh, definitely.
That's how I want to see somebody get fucked.
I wish features were more of a thing.
It's like I always like that stuff. I really appreciate it. But we just, porn. It's kind of funny. We think we're in this weird world where there's no rules. There's so many rules in it. We have so many rules, and it's always been that way. Nothing, even more than ever. And I get it. I understand why we have these rules. But it is really funny all the rules that we're actually governed by, and because porn sets are actually very safe. I've always felt that they're a very safe spot for a woman to be. I mean, for the most part, it really is.
As a performer, I can vouch.
Yeah. Because honestly, how often you really have anybody in a porn set that's really trying to do anything horrible to you?
Very few.
It happens. It happens once in a blue moon, and like I feel like it happens more often. People reported from specific sets. Like there's some bad actors.
Who?
Oh, you're trying to get me sued? Trying to get me sued?
Fuck those motherfuckers.
There are some sites and that people have, consistently had some bad experiences on. And I don't know if that's miscommunication. I'm not on those sets. I'm not defending those people, but I'm also not looking to get sued by them. So we're not going to name any names.
I feel like sets in general, are pretty safe now. The content trade is where
that's where you get into trouble.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think I've always felt my motto used to be I never want anybody to leave a set feeling bad about what they did. You're all in on the same ridiculous thing we made. Whether I have you buried in the sand and the girls come up and squirt in your face and they pull you out of the sand and fuck you because you've been buried, and then they fuck you or whatever, they peg you or whatever the scene is. But we're all making this ridiculous story, so you don't want to feel people feeling like they were like abused and it was non-consensual.
Yeah.
It's always got to be fun, no matter what you were filming, whether you were filming some simulated rape scene, whatever, girls painted in blue squirting on you. It should be a fun event while you did it. And afterwards you're thinking, oh my God, that's a ridiculous movie. Like whatever it was, it should be fun. So, but I think a lot of the stuff like you're saying, like the OnlyFans things or people exchanging content, that's where you have a lot of problems because they're really not making some crazy movie.
No, they're just poorly filming sex.
Yeah, other than sitting, I get it, blistering sun, you're sitting there forever and you're bitching because you're 14 hours. Okay, I understand that, but you're still making a movie. So that's kind of a different thing. Those are the complaints I always had. We were out there for fucking 20 hours. They took us to the middle of the desert.
Well, there's structures to set as to where with content trade, I feel like have not been on those sets where there's like structured, not that it needs to be rigidly structured because I hate that, but like some people are just like, oh, I can just do whatever because I'm a content creator.
Yeah, but also I think on sets too, you come to set too, it's almost like a safe play zone. It's a sort of safety in the fact that we have PAs, we have all these people there, nothing's really being hidden. Yeah, we want you to do this triple stack, double anal or whatever, but it's almost like an athletic event. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's there watching you. It's not like some guy's trying to rail you in your ass and got some condo you showed up at down in Long Beach. You know what I mean?
Who wants to have sex in Long Beach? That's horrible.
Yeah, it's a horrible place.
Well, and I really look at it as like content trades are more like, being a YouTuber versus like being on a mainstream set. Like if it was the real world.
It's more like a hookup. Come on, stop. It's a hookup.
There's just no barrier of entry to being a content creator.
Right. It's like, hey, come on over here and let me blow me POV.
On my iPhone with a ring light.
I know what I'm doing because I have the iPhone and the ring light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody should have one. Every first date should have one. I think nowadays it's mandatory in high school you go out with a ring light and iPhone on your first date.
Fuck, I don't own a ring light. God damn it.
You should get one. I think it's mandatory by the time you leave 11th grade, you have to have a ring light before you go on a date.
Standard.
Oh, this explains my love life as of late. Fuck.
Yeah, whatever happened to rainbow parties? I remember the rainbow parties.
That was the lipstick, right?
The lipstick. When my kid was in junior high, we actually got the letter from school about warnings about rainbow parties. It was really a thing. What? In junior high, they're doing this? What?
I don't think it ever actually happened. I think
but they were afraid. I actually got the letter when and then of course I made it in an old Young and Anal. I made the scene when I was hearing about it. I go, I'm going to make my own rainbow party. I did it in a porn movie once, just because I was hearing about this urban legend. It's like when I used to go look for the donkey show in Mexico back when I was fresh out of high school. When you can go drink in Mexico at 18, so we'd go look for the donkey. Mm-hmm. Everybody looked for the donkey. I never found it.
Yeah, I think the rainbow parties have about as much reality as like hard drugs in kids' Halloween candy. It's like, who's giving away drugs?
Well, I love the whole fact they're all doing this. And it was like warnings were sent out in junior high to parents. I know because I received it. And I'm like, they're doing what?
The thing is, like in that era, because like I remember that I was in junior high for that. It for sure
you're my
was
son's
urban
age.
legend. It was for sure urban legend.
We got a letter, and I'm like, how come nobody did that when I was in junior high? I was never invited to a rainbow party. I would have loved to have gone.
It wasn't a real thing, at least in my experience.
No, I don't think it was ever a real thing.
Fuck. See, I believe these things, and that's why I make movies about them. I want to believe in rainbow parties and donkeys.
Well, you made it a reality. You invented the actual rainbow party.
Yeah, if you really do it, and it becomes a reality because people see the porn and they can have their own rainbow party. There's no reason you can't have a rainbow party.
I wonder how much porn actually inspires people to try to fuck a step-sibling. Like,
I think, okay, first of all, we all know why we're saying that. We don't even need to go down that path. Nobody cares a fuck about the step thing. Well, you know what we're really selling, but you have to say it because of MasterCard or whatever. But you know what? We actually have, yes, we've all wanted to fuck our stepmom or step siblings. Most people have if they have a halfway hot one. Of course they do.
I mean, I know of a particular case where the step siblings were into each other, but like the parents were into each other, and that ended up happening, and so it became complicated.
My brother married my best friend's sister, but that's not a step sibling.
No, it's not. Yeah. Now the question is, why has someone not made a new Brady Bunch parody where they just have a Brady Bunch gangbang?
I did at the time it was called the Tranny Bunch. I did that movie. I did. And it won AVN Trans Movie of the Year. But I did that one, but I never did I did Marcia's Twat, but I never did we should do a Brady gangbang. I did the Gilligan's Byland, and I also did the Trans Island where the Gilligans, they all go to the Trans Island. But we should do a Gilligan. So many things you could do. There should be a great Brady Bunch gangbang.
Yeah, they're all step siblings.
I heard it was a big thing. Was it Marianne or something? Was that her name? It was a big deal for one of the girls to be showing her belly button up.
Oh, Ginger. It was definitely
Ginger,
probably way back when they did the show. Yeah.
In the 60s. Oh my God, the belly button.
The original
zone.
Yeah, the original Gilligan's Island. It was I Dream of Jeannie. Were in black and white, same era as I Dream of Jeannie, because they didn't want to show Barbara Eden's belly.
It's a shame. I'm sure it was a nice belly button.
Barbara Eden was hot.
Oh,
I knew her son back in high school.
Well,
yeah, he went to he was in Hidden Hills. He went to Calabasas. I went to the Calabasas prom. That's why I snapped my ankle off.
So wait a minute. You didn't try to get him to like introduce you to his mom?
Everybody did. Like, when I went to high school, when a lot of the kids had actors or whatever, because of where I went to school, or like I went to high school with. It was kind of funny. Who did I go to high school with? Cousin Oliver. from the Brady Bunch. He was in a new wave band. And oh my God, the Princess Bride girl, Robin Wright.
Yep.
Went to school with her. She was in school with me. And everybody else, but just whatever, want to be child actors that never went anywhere.
I can only imagine that's a lot. But you could have tried to bang Barbara Eden. You could have.
I know. It's like it was funny. When I was in high school, I had a friend that had the hot mom, and I told him later on a few years ago, when we used to hang out at your house afterwards, I used to hang out there because I wanted to fuck your mother. I told him, he told his mom, and she was so, whoa, that is so cool. She was very, that was quite, you're kidding me. Your friends wanted to come fuck me? I go, yeah, you had the fucking hot mom back then. I was telling him, I had the hots for your mother.
Oh, too bad she didn't break you off some.
Yeah. One time I blew it. I remember one time I was banging this one chick, and I'm down wherever the fuck I was. And she's like, her mom wanted to climb in to get into bed with us also. But the mom's husband was a biker who was in another room. He was a Mongol, and I felt it wasn't right to do it because he would kill me.
Yeah.
So I'm still kicking myself because I could have banged the mother and daughter at the same time. This is 1984 or whatever.
Oh, no, he would definitely kill you.
Yeah, he would have killed me. So I didn't do it. I remember going, fuck, should I do it? Could I get out of here fast enough?
I mean, I'm amazed he didn't fucking kill you over banging his daughter.
No, it was her daughter, but he was the new father.
Oh, gotcha.
So he didn't give a fuck.
He didn't give a fuck. But yeah, it's 1984. There was no DNA evidence in those days. He would have murdered you and gotten away with it.
Yeah. I just remember going in the room and seeing the picture of all the biker guys on the walls and all this shit. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, I was young, dumb. Yeah, those were fun days.
I feel like you made the right decision. I'm glad you're still here.
Yeah, it would have killed me. Yeah.
Yeah. They would have just never found you.
Yeah, I know. I was in one of those weird cities south of LA. You go down the 5 cities, like the city of industry type area. I was somewhere down there. I always remember to me because I'm from the Valley. So you go down there like, and I lived in Hollywood. So we always, if you're from the Valley, Hollywood, Beverly Hills, and back then that was it. You knew that area, the Valley and Hollywood and Beverly Hills. And then once you moved down the 5, that was like a weird area. All those cities down south of LA.
Yeah, like get towards the Inland Empire, and it's just like.
Well, IE was, God, the IE didn't even exist to me back in those days. I didn't even know what the IE was. It was before the IE existed. The IE took over. They used to make fun of you for being a Val when I was young. And then it turned into making fun of you from See Me. And then once the IE came along, oh yeah, now they make fun of them. No longer are you called an 818. Now they're making fun of those people. So that was back in the area code days. I'm old, so it's a long time ago.
What? And you're a native Angelino, which is also weird.
Yeah, I'm from. Yeah,
no one's from here.
My whole crew is. We're all from here, which is really weird.
She's not from here.
Yeah, but I'm talking the core crew.
Oh, wow. You're not core crew.
Yeah, she's brand new.
It is new.
The still guy is from Sherman Oaks. Lighting guy is from Burbank. And our old makeup artists we used to always work with. Actually, the new one, too. They're both Vals. We're all Vals, which is very weird and porn. And that's a very old term you've probably never even heard before.
I have not.
Vals? I hadn't.
Back in the old days, if you're from the Valley, you were called a Val.
Spencer, you're on thin ice. Like, you're not from here. You're an outsider.
You're an outsider. We're all Vals.
I mean, I have a fetish for being used. I just like to be useful.
Just keep saying that and they'll keep you around.
I mean,
Spencer's from Indiana.
I know.
I am from Indiana. No, and I feel like even besides what I just said right now, like Indiana, there's this mentality, you got to put work in, you got to prove yourself.
Don't you have to play basketball and be a Hoosier?
I mean, basketball is very good.
Yeah.
The basketball.
That's right, Notre Dame. Yeah.
Yeah, she's from the South Bend area.
Yeah. Oh no, the football is big there. The football is big, and I feel like Notre Dame has been through its ups and downs.
It's always good in football.
They're all, yeah. I mean, I guess I just listen to what people are saying. They're a great team. They are.
They're always up there. I mean, compared to UCLA, I mean, they're always good at football.
Well, yeah, UCLA is a state school. You can't imagine.
Yeah.
Notre Dame's private. State schools can't compete. No, I don't. I do not know what I'm talking about. I don't watch college sports.
Well,
I'm full of shit.
there's a huge history with it, and this is and we drink. I've had a few.
Weren't the Four Horsemen Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 1915 or something.
Well, because Notre Dame came up from very, very meager beginnings and, blew people away at the very beginning when the football very first started. So that's where the fandoms really started.
They were running the Flying V.
What's the Flying V?
The formation. It was an early football formation. It was unstoppable.
I am not that educated, but
before the forward pass.
Well, it's also South Bend, Indiana. There isn't shit there. To this day, there's a place to hitch your fucking horse at the bank. So,
just so you know.
Okay, actually,
the bar.
Oh, the fucking Amish are there. Don't give me that shit. I've been there.
The bar by my house that she's been to before actually has a hitching post. I live by the Cowboy Palace.
Oh yes, they do have a hitching post.
And people used to actually not so much, not anymore, but when I first moved there, they were still hitching the horses outside to go there. Wasn't that long ago. But it's the only cowboy bar in the Valley, LA area. It's a famous cowboy bar.
I mean, you still roll through Sylmar, and there's people on horses all the fucking.
Well, Well, I live in horse country, and like Sylmar also has all the horse areas. Yes, Sylmar has a lot of those big properties with all the horses.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm surprised we don't shoot more porn in Sylmar. You'd think there'd be more locations to shoot at. Nothing ever pops up in Sylmar.
And that'd be such a more interesting location, like not saying the locations we're at are interesting, but it'd be a change of pace.
Stop trying to defend them.
Okay, thank you.
Homeowners ain't gonna come listen to this show.
We shoot at very boring, for the most part, Airbnb sterile locations that are rented out for anything. And there's no soul when we go there. And all we do is we coat it in squirt to give it a little soul when we leave.
How much do you lose in cleaning fees every day?
I feel like the crews clean up really good.
Yeah, we clean up really good. We clean up very, very good when we rent your house. So, yeah, we want to rent it.
Please keep giving us this location.
Please, sir. It's like Oliver, man. We have another.
We just want a home, sir.
One more home.
We just want to squirt a little bit in it.
Just a little more squirt in my bowl, please.
Our dog just now responded to save you.
I appreciate the sentiment.
But look who answers the phone immediately. Thank you. All right, carry on.
Oh, thank you. I will.
Okay.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the permission to carry on with that. Appreciate that, Jim. Thank you. You're always directing. I see how it is.
Yeah, I know.
Is this what it's like when you're making love too? You're just like, carry on.
Yeah. Well, no, people get mad. You're looking away. You're pretending like you're acting for the camera. I'm just stretching.
Are you one of these people that open up for cameras that aren't there?
Yeah. I like to watch.
So are you occasionally like just setting up monitors to watch yourself while you bang?
Well, if there's a mirror, you watch yourself.
Well, it's the modern era. You could definitely set up a monitor and a camera.
No, I don't. Don't.
Why not?
Something about in the moment with mirrors. You know what I mean? And keeping it to yourself and just watching.
Well, no, I'm not saying hit record. I'm just saying watching it on the monitor.
Oh, that's like a mirror. It's a digital mirror.
It's a mirror that you can angle.
We need more of the mirrors on the ceiling and the water beds. What happened to those days?
Because waterbeds make horrible messes when you fuck up.
Well, no, they had those new water beds that didn't leak.
It's a thing?
Yeah, there was a second wave of water beds. I used to shoot in them for a while. They didn't move as much. They didn't have the rolling water.
Well, that's a bummer. Isn't that the point of a waterbed to have?
Yeah, but they had more of a pocketed type of water. Don't you remember the second wave of water beds?
Barely.
Yeah. I'm so old, I don't remember anymore. It's like things blend together. It's kind of funny. I was looking at a thing when I remember when I was a kid thinking that in the early 70s when I got into rock and roll and punk rock, thinking the hippies was so long ago. And that was like a 5-year span. Now you're looking at decades since the 80s and shit. It's like crazy. It's like...
Well, it's completely wild to me. It's like, oh, when I was in high school, the 70s are the same distance that the early 2000s are now.
Yeah, when did you graduate high school?
99.
Okay, so yeah, you're young. But yeah, exactly.
I'm young. For this industry, I'm not young.
Yeah.
You're just really old.
Yeah, I'm like turning into the Aussie of the industry. So
hey, at least you're still making coherent sentences.
Yeah, I still am, kind of.
Well, have a couple more Guinnesses.
Guinness
You're
is nothing. It's
honestly what I
4%
think.
alcohol.
Fine, have some whiskey, Jim.
I think you're what a lot of newer sets should be aspiring to, honestly, because you create a safe set. It's fun. Like you love being there. Like I've never been on a set of yours where people aren't excited to be there and comfortable and feel taken care of. Like, and it's
Thank
not
you.
super crazy structured. It's just like we're going with the flow and we can anticipate each other's needs.
Well, that's what porn should be. We're making porn after all.
True.
So it should be fun while you're doing it. Because let's say for the average person, porn is just a little blip in their life. They're not all lifers like me. I'm like the guy that's been in San Quentin forever. But for the average person in porn, it's just a very little blip.
Oh yeah, I know.
So make it fun.
Federosi once said to me, he's like, after 10 years, you get your gold watch.
I remember when I went to the Hall of Fame, I was upset.
Wait, what?
It was so long ago.
Weren't you inducted into the Hall of Fame almost 20 years ago?
Yeah. And it's like crazy because I went in, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing being inducted into the Hall of Fame? This is back in the days when it was still kind of a big deal. Who cares now, but whatever. But I remember I was upset about that. What the fuck? That means it's over. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I went into basically as a Bukkake and a lot of this shit. Like, that's one thing I look at. At least I kind of created things that became part of Americana, which is a bigger thing. I mean, nobody even knew what Bukkake was until I brought it to America. So it was kind of funny doing stuff like that. But that's I always was more about theme type of overall genre than just a single movie. It was about creating something bigger than that.
Making movements in the industry.
Yeah, it was very much a movement. You know, your own grunge movement, your own punk movement. You know, something your own whatever. You know.
I feel like that's why when you have like girls on set who like actually play into the narrative of what you're doing, you know what I mean? Like it's appreciated because it's like
Right.
we're creating something here. Like it's not just, oh yes, oh fuck,
Yeah,
oh
get the
my God.
story. And I'm all about that. Know the motivation on the character. Why are you fucking this person, whoever you are in the scene? Know the motivation behind it. 'Cause we are still trying to make stories, even though I don't get
Whoa,
those
not
big
everybody.
features.
You might be. Not everybody.
I do. Call me old fashioned, but that's why it's legal, is because we're making a damn story. It's the whole point of why porn is legal. If anybody would study anything, is because there was a story and you had to defend it artistically.
Right. And it's these days, not so much. There's a lot of things that have no story and no motivation. And like, you're not playing a character. You're just two people fucking on film.
Yeah.
Or they go overly into the story.
And you don't want to go there too. It's a fine line you got to walk.
What is that line from Boogie Nights? It's like, you know, he talks about like wanting people to, you know, jack off, but stick around for the story.
Yeah, stick around after you come in the theater. You know. But I'm from the era growing up as a kid. Yeah, the theaters were around. So I was around all that. Hell, the theaters went all the way into the late 80s. I mean, early 90s, there were still theaters on Western and stuff. But I never went. But yeah, the Pussycat Theaters and everything, those were going all the way into the 90s.
I had no idea that they lasted that long.
Yeah, I don't know when they finally ended, but I know they were still around in the early 90s. Because when I first got into porn, the theaters were still out.
So why are we not bringing back revival porn theaters?
Having never experienced it, you'd be by those places, like in Canoga, Sherman Way had a Pussycat Theater. And a lot of them would be on Western, and they'd be on Santa Monica Boulevard. And you drive by these places, but they were mostly places for the guys that go in there, and you know, the hookers would prey on you or whatever it might be. It's like, I don't know. I never really experienced it. You'd hear the stories about what really took place at the theaters. Coolest place I ever went to was the O'Farrell Theater in San Francisco. If you ever went there,
I have not.
Oh my God! These guys were called the Mitchell Brothers.
That's Beyond the Green Door, right?
Yeah, and the Mitchell Brothers made porn like in the early '70s. They did this movie called Behind the Green Door, and they got this girl who She'd done the Ivory Soapbox way back when as a child, and they put this out at the same time the movie is coming out. By the way, I'm also holding the baby on the soapbox, is what it was, right? She did the thing, whatever, the year before. She was a model, Marilyn Chambers.
Yep.
And the movie coming out, and she's on everywhere in America holding a baby on the Ivory Soapbox when that movie Behind the Green Door comes out, which was this revolutionary movie because she's in an orgy, an interracial, you name it back then. She's doing all this shit in this movie, and this thing explodes. It was a huge thing. And then anyway, they used to have this theater up in San Francisco. It was live sex shows. You can watch porn. It was filled with hookers, dancers. It was just chaos. It was the coolest place. You ever go in there, you're watching a movie, or if you're in there with girls, you guys are just beating off to you in the background. Everywhere you went, people are just beating off. You're like, what the fuck? Very bizarre place. A Feral Theater is a cool place.
We should bring that shit back.
We should. Like,
It got shut down during COVID. They closed it during COVID.
Oh.
Well, that was 4 years ago, so we can bring it back.
We could bring it back, but there's such a PC culture that people are scared and they don't understand that that type of stuff can be like controlled and consensual.
Well, the whole point of glory holes and stuff, I mean, how do you do that again? I mean, I guess glory holes are still popular in gay culture as far as the bars, but you still have all the glory holes like you used to?
I don't think so. Have you ever stuck your dick in a glory hole?
No, I'd be afraid to.
Same.
Not out of a random one, but just on sets. But I remember
But that's not a real glory
Well,
hole.
I was in Brazil one time. It was the first time I was ever at a sex club, and I went up to a hole expecting a dick, and
What
instead
came through?
a face speaking Portuguese, and I did not speak Portuguese that well.
A face came through?
Yes,
That's a
yes.
very big glory hole of a hole.
How big a glory hole was this?
It wasn't like a cut out one. It was like
Sure, it wasn't a drive-through window, and they were asking if you wanted a taco or something.
An empanada.
It was a
Empanada.
specific glory hole place, and the glory holes were like
Glory holes are us.
Right? Like it's like you open this glory hole, you get an empanada or a penis. You don't know.
Like,
Well,
a
I
head
was-
comes out. You sure you're at glory hole? It's the worst glory hole I've ever heard. The whole point of
hold on,
glory
hold
hole.
on.
Spencer, were you at a restaurant called Glory Holes?
no, it was a sex club in Brazil, and I was expecting.
What was the
it-
name of the sex club? I don't believe
I
you.
don't fucking remember.
I don't believe you.
I
don't believe you.
I don't speak Portuguese. I'm not gonna remember all the shit. I
Google
can
translate.
I love Spencer going up to the hole thinking a penis is going to come out. And a guy comes in, hello, can I help you?
And that's what freaked me out. Instead of the dick, I was expecting a dick.
It's some guy. Would you like an empanada? What kind of accent is that? Indian? But anyhow, like,
Irish Brazilian.
It was soup in the back. It was soup that they were
oh
serving.
my God.
Wait, glory hole soup?
No, not
Like how do you serve soup through a glory hole?
That's disgusting.
No,
Are you sure you weren't in a soup line?
there was a
A
club.
glory hole soup line would be great.
There was a club part, and then there was a glory hole part, and then there was a part.
Like, do they put the whole bowl through the glory hole, or do they just pour like hot soup through the glory hole?
No, I'm trying to explain to you the setup. There was a
Do
club.
it better. Do it better, Spencer.
Be patient with me. There's
No.
Okay, Lord have mercy. The soup was in the back where there was no sex happening. It was like an open door outdoor area with picnic benches where everybody's like can get some food to fucking get revived.
Oh, wait a minute. This is like a drive-through window for soup, and you were just like, why
No!
is there not penis here? I see soup.
No. Oh my God. Listen to me for a second.
I'm listening.
There was the club part where there was the stage and people dancing and there was sex acts on the stage and stuff. And then you could go over to the back and there was a bunch of other rooms. There was the glory hole room. There was a little like private cage room if you didn't want anyone interacting with you to where you could go in with the people you wanted and then a cage and then
Wait, you
people
hung out in a cage and ate soup?
There was no cage soup.
Why not?
I think to me, the classic glory hole is you're in Oklahoma, you pull over at a truck stop, you go to take a shit, you're sitting on a toilet, you look over, there's a little hole there. And that's the one the penis
That's
shit
a
comes through.
classic
That's like
glory
the classic
hole.
glory hole.
I don't want to have my dick sucked in Oklahoma almost anywhere.
Exactly. You'd rather have it sucked at a fucking sex
Hey,
club
did you
in
ever see the
Brazil.
movie? There's a great scene. I think the movie's called "The Sweetest Thing" with Cameron Diaz.
Yep.
And she looks into the glory hole, much like you did, except that one, a penis comes out and pokes her in the eyeball.
Yeah,
A
it's Cameron
penis comes
Diaz,
through and pokes her in the eye.
Christina Applegate.
And they do that dancing penis song, which is really funny, which got cut out of a lot of versions of the DVD. Anyway. So what
But yeah,
happened?
okay,
So the
so-
penis never came through?
No, I was waiting at the glory hole, waiting for a penis.
Show me. Glory hole's here. What do you do?
Okay, so the glory hole here, it was like a sealed glory
Okay,
hole.
go
It
look
wasn't like
through
one
it.
of the messily cut out glory holes, and
How
there
big
was
is it?
there was a ton of them.
So there was a contractor that made this glory hole.
So it's like more like a
Probably.
It's like a honeycomb of glory holes.
So there was some type of
All right,
lining
Tom,
around
put
it.
your head down and show us what you
Okay,
did.
so I put my head down there and I'm expecting a dick, and I don't speak very good Portuguese, and someone
Right.
came up their face instead
And
of
what
a
did he
dick.
say?
I don't know. I didn't speak great.
How was your reaction? What did you say?
I ran away screaming, and my friends were like, "Oh, ha, what happened?" I said I was
You
expecting
screamed and ran?
because, and I said to them I was expecting a dick, not someone speaking
Whoa.
Portuguese.
Face is scary. Penis is good.
Yes.
Well, I get that. Yeah, because you were going to suck that cock, weren't you?
Yes, 100%. But yeah, with the other layout that I was gonna say, there was a little caged room if you wanted to be private and people to just watch. But then there was a big area right behind that and they had puppy pads available and everything.
Puppy pads.
Like to, keep things.
Yeah,
you
for
know.
dealing with squirts.
Yeah.
How
So,
do how do you not know what that is? With
We don't have
squirt that
puppy
happens-
pads on set.
Well, you should.
Not on set.
You actually
should.
have puppy pads for squirting?
There was things you could lay down so that you could keep it clean for the
Call me
next
old
people.
fashioned. It's more fun when it's just sloshing all over.
I agree with that.
I mean,
and then
but think of how much faster your cleanup would be if you had puppy pads.
That's so true. But
Like,
I
think of
don't.
your poor PA.
But see,
has to
let's-
clean up that shit.
But we don't plan a squirt because I don't know if it's going to happen. It's just a magical gift that God's blessed
Well,
us.
guess
with.
what?
Exactly.
If no one squirts on the puppy pads, you could just pick them up.
But
and reuse them.
you're cursing it ever happening because once you put down a puppy pad, it'll never happen.
oh, mental.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't
Lot
know.
of stress.
What kind of weak performers do you have on your sets that can't squirt on a puppy pad?
I'm just saying they could
No,
be
no,
freaked out. They could be freaked out. That's all I'm saying.
I think you will hire professionals that can do it, puppy pad or not.
I do
on a
too.
set, I don't think puppy pads are appropriate. Sex party, I can get it. But anyways,
In 10 minutes, I want to take a break to take a leak and get another beer.
I mean, you can take a leak and take a beer whenever you would like.
oh, well, no, if
Oh,
we're in
yeah.
the middle of a thing. Okay, I want to take a break then.
okay.
May I take a pee?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
The
Are we
beautiful
cutting
part
right
of it
now?
being pre-recorded. You
Okay.
can do the thing.
All right, good. I got to take a leak.
Okay, the only thing
I had to
I'm
pee
gonna
before I
say
got
after
here.
the big group room is then there was the outside area with the soup. The soup was
Stop talking about Mike, please, God.
the soup was not associated with the glory holes. Is all I wanted to
That's a
clear
bummer.
up.
That's a goddamn bummer,
Honestly, I would have loved that now that you're saying it.
right? The
Just be
soup-
fed soup
More people need to feed you soup, Spencer.
through a glory hole.
Real quick, where was my wedding invite, by the way?
We haven't had an official wedding. We just call each other husband and wife.
Oh, so you haven't incorporated your love?
We have not yet. We had an idea in Vegas before, but
Okay, I was just gonna flip you a little shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't get an invite. I don't rank a fucking invite to your wedding. Like, what the fuck?
we did.
I thought we were friends. God damn, Spencer.
We have been planning. We're okay, we'll have a celebratory thing in LA and then go out halfway between our families and do a thing. But
Alright.
this isn't about marriage. This is about sex. Right? Or no, is this podcast isn't about sex, it's about talking bullshit. Sorry.
Yeah. You have done the show multiple times. Multiple times. And I love that you have also fucked up the name of the show every time you've said it tonight.
And now we drink.
Yeah, you didn't have the and the couple times you said it earlier.
Now we drink.
Now we drank. I'm like, for someone who's a repeat guest, that's a little painful.
This is a good reunion. I've seen you at a few events now, and it's good to be back in your place.
Where did you see me at a couple of? I missed you on Sunday.
Well, we were at a Hollywood party.
Well, yeah.
And then there was one other time we did see each other, but I'm a little too fucked up to. I was a little too fucked up to remember exactly what that place was.
I couldn't tell you either.
See.
Well, like Sunday, I saw the red carpet picture of you. I'm like, I didn't see Spencer. What the fuck?
Oh, XRCO. I thought we said hi to each
I
other.
did not.
See, in my brain, I was like, I had to have said hi to Matt.
Is lower shelf. Hiding under the salad.
Yeah, I'm still drinking this one. But yeah, no, at XRCO, I just kind of assumed for some reason. Also, I left before midnight.
Oh, you left before the fight?
What
There was
fight?
a
Who got a fight?
So, according to Twitter, please don't sue me, anyone. According to Twitter, a male talent got confrontational with someone who had been talking shit about them on Twitter. And then,
How would they know who the person is?
oh, because they called them out.
Oh, so it's another talent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then ended up punching that talent's significant other in the face.
What?
And then the fight got broken up.
The male talent punched some porn chick's boyfriend in the face.
It was also talent as well.
See, what's the point in that? We
Ooh.
all know what we're all
Are we off
doing.
camera? I mean,
No, we're still recording.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you can go to Twitter. So
well, if it's on Twitter, who was it?
allegedly, we'll go with allegedly on
Okay.
this. John Legendary punched Max Fills because Haley Rose had said some things about John.
I don't know who John. I know the name John. I never saw him, but I know Max. Yeah. So Max got punched in the face.
Apparently.
Dude, did he punch him back?
No, actually, Girthmaster broke it up.
Girthmaster.
I did not see any of these people at XRCO.
Thank God Girthmaster was there. Wait, now, so the flesh mechanic wasn't there fighting.
No, not this time.
So Girthmaster was in the Girthmaster saved the day because flesh mechanic could not be there, and unhinged James is no longer. Is he still in jail or no?
No, his very
He got
wealthy
on
parents
bail.
bailed him out.
So unhinged James is out of jail. Okay.
Oh yeah, no,
Uncut. Okay.
Uncut James is out on bail. Holy shit! Like on that note, I don't know. You're a father. If your child was very convincingly arrested for attempted murder, would you spend $100,000 to get them out of jail?
Yeah, because of what that situation was. Yeah.
Okay, you're a better man than me. I'd be like, nope. You get to deal with the consequences of your actions here.
Well, I think he was a little unhinged.
A little.
But like you say, he's got some rich parents or whatever. They don't want him going to jail, and it's like. But here's what kills me.
I mean, but
that's not the issue.
$100,000 for
No,
delaying the inevitable.
The issue we should talking about is how did Uncut James lose a fight where he ran the guy over with a truck twice before the fight even started? Usually, when you run somebody with a truck, you win the fight, no matter who you're fighting.
And he had a golf
Colin McGregor. If you run him over with Conor McGregor, if you run him over with a truck, you should win the fight.
Apparently, he's not a very good driver either.
I guess not. Maybe he should go to driving school.
In 12 to 20 years.
No, come on. He's got, what's he really going to get for this?
No, he's been charged with attempted murder.
Yeah, but you really think in California, attempted murder, you get 20 years if you chop off somebody's head and dance around with it. He's going to get a couple years max.
We'll see.
You get way more trouble for doing something, like stupid, like not paying your DWP bill than you probably do that.
Oh, because it's all about money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I saw the thing. We all know kind of what happened. But I have a feeling he's not going to get 20 years.
Potentially he could.
Yeah. It was premeditated.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy. But it just kills me is how you run somebody over with a truck and not win the fight.
Well, and then roll out with a golf club.
Yeah. And you don't win the fight. You ran him over with your truck.
You hit him with the truck twice, then rolled out with a weapon and still lost.
And I've shot Uncut James. I always thought he was a very chill dude.
I've never met him.
Obviously not. But it's like, I'm glad I didn't piss him off. Holy shit.
Apparently, Ivy LaBelle's pussy is that good.
I've never shot Ivy LaBelle. I mean, it's something.
You should, apparently.
I guess, because people fall in love with her.
Oh, as a friend, like Ivy's a friend. She's a great person. I have no knowledge of her genitals, but she's a cool person.
So obviously that pussy is pretty magical.
Well, yeah.
If you're going to go that,
you're going to commit murder over it.
Yeah, if you're going to go that crazy over a woman, I mean, obviously she's something special.
Like,
Jesus.
There's never been a woman in my life.
I feel sorry for this poor flesh mechanic guy. He's outside. He walks outside, and some guy tries to run him over.
Right, for shooting content with her. He wasn't even like dating her. It was not like he's like romantically involved with her. He just shot content with her.
It was purely capitalistic.
Right,
Poor guy. Jesus Christ.
Ivy, I love you.
So where was the flesh mechanic last night when you needed him?
Probably back in Canada, like worried about crazy Americans trying to hit him with trucks.
Oh, he's Canadian, right? That's right. He's a hockey player, I heard. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's probably why he can be hit with a stick and keep fighting.
He got hit with a truck.
Truck
He was
stick.
hit with a truck.
I feel like James wasn't even trying to kill him with the truck as much as just like intimidate, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I don't
and then
think-
go.
obviously
I think
he
he
didn't.
wanted his hands on him himself from the passion. But sorry.
I mean, that's
probably
all-
speaking too much.
He put on a mask and grabbed
No,
a
he
bat.
failed to put on a mask.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How do you see? That's another thing. How so? You already see him. If you're putting on the mask while they're watching you, does it defeat the purpose?
Well, not if you've murdered someone. That's for other eyewitnesses.
The whole thing is just kind of crazy.
Oh, no, it's a horrible plan.
Yeah.
It's all a horrible plan.
Obviously, he's going to get off with insanity because this plan is insane. It was just a terrible plan.
I mean, is incompetence insanity?
I don't know.
That was just an incompetent plan.
incompetent?
So there's this huge fight. Then I take it. How
It was
many?
actually not that big.
It was just one punch.
A couple punches. Like the only reason I heard about it is like someone rolled up to me like, "Yo, your boy Girthmaster just slammed someone against the wall." I didn't even hear it.
Oh, so Girthmaster slammed who?
John.
Now
Oh,
we're talking about XRCO now, not
back-
the okay.
So I know nothing about it. So this John Legendary guy punches Max Phills.
Yep.
And the Girthmaster.
This is all legendary. This is all via Twitter.
Now, did the Girthmaster use his penis in the defense of Max? Did he whack him one? Back up, mister.
No, but he's Australian. So like,
Oh, yeah. I know who the Girthmaster is now. Yes, okay.
well, my theory is because there's no guns involved in Australia, they can all fight.
And he has the girth to back it up.
Well, he's also 6'6",
Yes,
and
yes.
he's not a small dude.
Dude, he's 6 feet. Holy shit. Okay,
That's a member.
he's
That's a
big,
club.
That's a big cock. And he whacked. Good thing he didn't whack poor little Max with that big cock. Bam! Max would be knocked out by the Girthmaster if he hit him with a cock.
Coma.
Max would be in a coma. So is Max okay?
I think so.
Because the Girthmaster didn't hit him with the cock. John
Well,
Legendary did.
Yeah, exactly. John Legendary hit him with the fist, I believe.
Oh, so John Legendary did not hit him with a cock, did
No.
he? Thank God. Poor guy. He has
All
a
these
dent
poor
in his
guys.
head from a cock. That's what you almost experienced when you went in the glory hole. Whack.
Mushroom tip imprint.
A mushroom tip. Dead on. She get hit with a mushroom bar stool.
Spencer wishes that happened.
Honestly,
It should have been the Girthmaster in that booth. He would have given you a cock in the glory hole if the Girthmaster would have been there, or the flesh mechanic. Uncut James might run you over. It might have been a car. Bam!
I'll
Don't
take
go
the
to
other
glory
two for
hole.
now.
If Uncut James on the other side, he'll drive into it with his truck.
And you won't even see it coming because the glory hole.
Yeah, he had no room.
It's okay. He's not very good aim. You'll be fine.
Because he can't see either with the wall up. You're
Cool.
right.
Driving a car?
Because if it's a glory
And
hole.
what if he's putting his mask on while he's driving?
I'm just
What
saying.
if Uncut James is in the glory hole and he's trying to put his mask on?
I just got a vision of just Uncut James and just a mask and a glory hole.
He can't get his cock through the glory hole because he's trying to fight with the mask.
And he still has the mask on when he's completely hidden behind the
Oh my
wall.
God. Oh, it's just terrible. See, these are horrible things that could happen.
They are. And why are they all happening to Spencer?
I know, Spencer.
I feel pretty lucky.
Like, I've avoided all of this.
So, how is Uncut James' career going? Is he back in porn yet, or is he?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure he's on a bunch of box covers at this point.
Oh my God! At this
I-
point.
I-
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
you should book him before he goes back to jail.
Yeah, I know. We should get him while he's hot.
I mean, I'm sure he had a great run all before
Why is
this
he
and everything, but it'll
he
take
should
some climbing
challenge
back.
the flesh mechanic to like a fuck off or something.
Ooh, honestly, they should join
Ooh.
forces and squash the beef that way. Just
In a
content
DP, they do
together.
it on a DP on Ivy Bell or whoever her name is. What's her name?
Ivy LaBelle.
Ivy LaBelle.
Yeah,
Oh my
I don't
God.
think Ivy's down for that one. I think
No,
she's-
no.
This is a marketing opportunity for all three of them. They could do a live streaming event.
It is a marketing opportunity. It is. It is.
In the middle of the event, Uncut James pulls his truck in. It
Well,
could be like pro wrestling.
Well,
It
yeah,
could be a WWE episode.
I imagine it like a WWE. He enters in the truck and then gets out, like fumbles with the mask on his way to the fucking.
This is crazy. And he was such a nice guy too. I met him. Obviously, it was a temporary.
Well, you didn't
moment.
fuck Ivy. That's why.
Yeah, temporary moment of insanity. You know?
I have.
Who else is fighting? What else did we miss?
I think that's it for the active Twitter beefs at the moment.
Oh, and in other news, Stormy Daniels did testify. I think that's how we brought you in there. It actually was on the news the other day. She testified.
I've been waiting for the testify, and I can't believe I missed it. And this is
Well, you
how
were
I'm
still
learning.
talking to Mr. Hamas, the leader of
Joseph
Hamas, the leader of Gaza.
This is an inside joke here. So with my illiteracy with keeping up with things, I didn't know Hamas was a group.
She thought it was
a
Mr. Hamas
person.
was the leader.
And honestly, I blame my father because I didn't even think it was one single person until he was like, I just want to kill that Hamas guy.
And I personally love hummus. And I said, why do we hate hummus all of a sudden? I love hummus. I like it spicy hummus. We like the olive hummus. We like all the hummuses.
Spencer.
And not saying he was taking any particular side as much as
You're just
whatever.
proving stereotypes right now. Please stop.
Okay, I'm
The
sorry.
internet's like, oh yeah, the industry's full of dumb ones. Like, stop.
No,
She concentrates on the big picture.
the big picture, 100%. The small picture I'm picturing on right now is I thought Hamas was an individual for a second.
Don't
and
we all?
not a whole organization.
Wait, did you think the
But
whole country of
regardless,
Israel was just trying to kill one guy?
Yeah.
no.
They're bombing this whole part of Gaza to get one dude.
He was the uncut James of Israel. He just drove in and hitting people in his truck at a music festival. Bumped a few people. That's what and they're coming after poor Mr. Hamas.
Why is there not male talent named Mr. Hamas at this
That'd
point?
be a good name.
It would
Mr. Hamas. Herbert Hamas.
for SEO purposes, for search engine optimization, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Oh, no, it'd be horrible. It's buried behind so much other shit.
Herbert Hamas. Herbert Hamas. That's a great name. Herbert Hamas.
I mean, I'm not going to come on here and say either side as much as I just want peace.
Exactly. And a smaller glory hole.
And a
And some
smaller
soup.
glory hole.
And bring back the glory holes. Did he really offer you soup through the glory hole? That's crazy.
Soup for the glory hole.
Through the glory hole. Did he offer you soup?
Nobody offered me soup through a glory hole.
Why did no one offer you soup?
Oh no!
Lisa.
This is what I was trying to explain to you. There's different parts. There's a glory hole part. There's the other part
And
I
a
was talking
soup
about,
kitchen.
and then in the very back
I
on
mean, you're
that
almost at a glory hole?
on the outside patio part, so you could feed yourself and refuel. There was caldo, there was bean, there was chicken.
Refill yourself.
Like,
Are you sure you were at the kitchen entrance?
I swear to God.
Spencer, this definitely sounds like a sex club that no anal is happening.
I didn't
Nobody's
see any-
getting laid at the sex club she was at.
Yeah, no, I watched a bunch. I
Oh, you
did.
watched a bunch of full people sweating and struggling through sex after they're full of chicken and beans.
If you guys would have listened to me, there was there was the club part and there was the stage part and there was some sex going on the stage. You go on behind that, there's the glory holes, and then there's this one little room where you could lock the cage and everybody could just watch.
So
and behind that,
You were in Brazil.
yeah,
Do they do the animal shows there?
I hadn't seen any. If there are, I'm not
'Cause
aware.
that's where they're famous for the horses and stuff.
I thought
You
that was
bang the
Mexico.
guy.
You were just on a quest to watch animals.
Well, no.
bang.
When I was in high school, we used to go try because, the big rumor was the donkey show in Tijuana. So we used to go look for that. They're like, oh, it's this chaotic thing. Everybody's cheering maybe the donkey or whatever. But I've seen the Brazil on video. I've seen the Brazil, the horses and the guys and stuff.
It
the horse
wasn't that
shows.
type of sex
No, it
club. I
wasn't
feel
that
like it
stuff?
was more of a swinger sex club that I was
Gotcha.
at. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what brought you there?
So I was volunteering in Brazil at a language school, and Goiânia is very gay positive, at least from my impression and everything. Sorry, anybody from there that disagrees from that, but from my experience, okay, I don't even know where I was going with that.
I love that you're at a language school and you're like, I don't speak Portuguese.
Wait.
Well, I
what's a
tried.
language school?
At least so like where most of them were trying to learn English, which is why I had such an easy in. They were like, okay, you're a native English speaker. We could really use you here.
Use you to do what? You couldn't even communicate with the guy in the glory hole.
Well, because they would have me as examples of like speaking like certain things or whatever. And like I was learning Portuguese as best as I can, like especially at the
They also
parties.
speak Spanish in Brazil too.
Yeah, well, because that's the people from the other countries coming in and everything. And there's different like Spanish that comes in, like some Spanish, like in different. Well, some Spanish in other countries, like one thing will mean like something completely different, and then it can mean jacket.
Well,
in
it's
another
dialects.
like
It's just different dialects of Spanish.
yeah.
Well, it's just like the various dialects of English. Like, in the UK, a cigarette is a fag.
Yes, stuff like that. Stuff like
you
that.
go to like some places you can't even fucking understand what they're saying in like London or whatever. Like depending on where you're going in England.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And this is how your dick gets scabby again.
Yeah. Or LSU, or go down to Louisiana. Sometimes you can't understand anybody.
I want to go to New Orleans.
Oh, I love New Orleans.
Spencer, have you never been to New Orleans?
I've been trying to get people to go with me.
It's so cool.
Oh, it's so much fun.
New Orleans is great. Great.
Hey,
Love
yeah.
it.
I want to see the music. I want to see the culture.
Yes.
Spencer, this is what you should do. Go get married in New Orleans.
That'd be great, but I already asked my partner. He's not enthused about going to New Orleans.
Hug him and take him.
Why the fuck isn't Shane enthused about going to New Orleans?
I think he hasn't traveled enough. I think he's not curious enough. Because he grew up in New York, then he went over to LA. He only experienced the coast. Then I brought him to Indiana, and then he was like, "Oh, this isn't that bad. And people aren't as dipshit as I thought they were."
New Orleans has the best Bloody Marys you'll ever have in your life.
Oh my God.
Right?
My friend Morgan told me that.
Their Bloody Marys are insane.
Everything's like all the food, drinking.
Oh, the food is so good.
It's so good. Like I've on record multiple times being like, if I lived in New Orleans, I would just be 500 pounds of sweaty.
Well, that's why, by the way, Louisiana has the fattest people in the United States. It's just an actual fact.
Oh, no shit.
The fat-wise, because you eat so much food there. It's so good.
Well, and the thing about it is, like, in all my times in New Orleans, I don't think I've ever seen a vegetable that was not deep fried or part of, like, a gumbo. Like,
true.
Like, could you imagine, like, actual...
That's so true. New Orleans, it's like, here's what gets me. When you go into breakfast, it's like you think you're getting some sort of whiskey thing. No, they bring you a shot of whiskey with your fucking pancakes. A shot of whiskey.
Is that supposed to be your syrup?
I'm like going, what is like whiskey flavored butter? No, it's whiskey they bring with the pancakes. And everywhere you go, they offer you literally Bloody Marys in the morning. And they're amazingly good Bloody Marys. It's not like some horrible Vegas Bloody Marys. These are really good Bloody Marys.
There are good Bloody Marys in Vegas.
Well, okay.
You got to find
But average, let's face it.
Hash House a Go-Go.
Yeah, but we all know some amazing place in Vegas. But for the most part, you get these shitty Bloody Marys in some casino.
Well,
and
that's 100% because Vegas is America's wax museum.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It is the distilled, illusion of the entertainment capital of the world. It's all fucking refined, and cookie cutter and safe.
Disneyland for adults.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, adults can still go to Disneyland, but you know what I mean.
It's like you go on the, it's a small world, and like Vegas is that for adults. It's just like, oh, hey, I'm experiencing all these cultures. No,
nobody thinks they're experiencing a culture in Vegas. Nobody has ever said that.
Oh, I'm sure there's some people from a flyover state that definitely thinks they're experiencing some culture.
Nobody thinks they're experiencing a culture.
Maybe some international travelers.
You highly overestimate the majority of Americans.
I think most people know what they're getting into in Vegas. It's just you're going there to get fucked up, do drugs, and bang hookers and gamble.
It's true.
I mean,
I'll say firsthand, my very first trip to Vegas in like 2004, I booked a 7-day trip to Vegas, and that was a fucking mistake.
Like my wife and me, we go to Vegas. We just love going to shows and stuff. We do the shows and dinners. That's our thing. We're not gamblers, but we like the shows. My wife loves going to the shows, so we do that. That's what Vegas is for.
The shows are great. Absinthe is great. There's a show called Absinthe.
Oh, I thought you were just like Wormwood and fucking shows are good.
So in New Orleans, you go around drinking absinthe all over the place. It's not the classic absinthe with whatever in it.
It never is anywhere.
But that's just because you just can't. But all you got to do is put it into it if you want. You're really trying to simulate that. How hard is it to find opium?
Oh, I mean, I'll just pull some out of my back pocket right now. Oh wait, shit, that wasn't supposed to
I
be
feel
there.
like it's been harder to find like pure, opiates, heroin, or whatever, and everything. A lot of stuff is just fent now.
Yeah, too much fentanyl. I went to a vampire bar last year in New Orleans.
Nice. Which one?
I don't know. It was like one of those you had to have the password to get in. It was upstairs and some weird little thing. It was kind of boring, but I was drinking absinthe with the people that acted like they're from the 1800s.
Nice. It's
That-
amazing.
That was nice.
I love New Orleans. You need to bring your man. You need to go get married down there.
You guys would love New Orleans.
See, I know
you from- where are
I
you
would
from?
love New
Chicago.
Orleans.
Okay.
Oh no, shit, Matt.
You fucking know that.
I feel like we did.
That's a fun city.
We have talked about this on multiple occasions, Spencer Bradley.
We
So wait, are you White Sox or Cubs?
Socks.
Really? I went to a Cubs game when I was there.
Yeah. Enjoy Chicago's frat house.
Yeah, I do. It was great.
Wrigleyville is just a fucking couple blocks of fucking frat. Honestly, I don't really give a fuck about baseball, but you can always get into a Sox game, and the food's so much better than Wrigley.
I didn't eat any food at the game, so I don't know.
You fucked up.
I was.
That was
we
an
were-
amazing time
We
to
were,
get that
we were
in.
in the left field bleachers. We did all the classic shit, all fucked up there, drinking the whole time. So it was fun, and they hit all the bars around Wrigleyville or whatever. So it was a blast. I was there with Porno Dan and a bunch of people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was fun. I like Chicago.
I do part of the year. I'm not going back, but
I like Chicago because, like, third biggest city in the US, like, there's New York, there's LA, and there's all these, like, preconceived notions. And I feel like in Chicago, it's a big city, but people, like, don't want any of the fucking, like, shit that goes on in LA and New York as far as prestige and status.
right. That's
and-
exactly why I had to fucking leave.
Why?
Oh, because it's very much still a Midwestern city, and people talk a big game about wanting to do shit with their lives and then don't. They fucking get comfortable. They work jobs they hate because it's safe. Because the Midwestern attitude is, oh, find a job that's steady, pump out 2.5 kids, move to the fucking burbs.
Yeah, they do that here too.
Not for the expats to come to LA. Everyone
I-
who moves to LA
I-
is moving here for a fucking reason. And I worked with a lot of very talented musicians when I lived in Chicago.
Right.
They wouldn't take fucking risks. People who come to LA take risks.
Yeah, I guess if you moved here, that's a risk alone. I mean, a lot of people move here. That is the risk.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like with Chicago, people do still want to do things, but like there's less pressure with all the politics of status.
Well, they talk about wanting to do things. They talk about it. Actual execution, pretty low.
True, I can't argue with that. I
Well,
really
they're slinging commodities and everything out there. It's pretty exciting.
Ooh, high finance, Citadel. Ooh.
But also,
I mean,
I
I
feel
just
like that's because of like the whole like thing with like them not like they want to do their own thing and like they don't feel judged for not being at the tippity top or like striving to be at the tippity top. Like they just want to be doing their
Yeah,
own
they
thing in
accept-
Chicago.
They accept mediocrity. They accept being
Isn't
fucking mediocre.
Chicago like the third biggest city, or
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
and
It's
it
the
was
third
the
biggest
second
city.
until LA fucking overtook it.
What year was that?
Not actually that long ago.
Really?
LA overtook Chicago back in the 50s or something.
No.
Yeah, it did.
Like, are you talking about population or geographic landmass?
Both.
Geographic landmass, yes.
Well, you know what the biggest city is? Do you have a landmass?
Juneau, Alaska?
No, a city.
Juneau, Alaska is a city.
No, Jacksonville. Jacksonville is the biggest
Florida?
city.
Yo, I heard that's a
landmass.
great place to
It's the
strip.
biggest landmass. Google it. It's Jacksonville, Florida.
I heard that's
It's the
great
biggest
place
city.
to strip.
Hold on. First, we.
I heard
answer-
that people are down to earth there.
I've never been there.
I haven't been there either. I'm just talking for my stripper friends that went
Uh,
to tour there.
84 is
What?
when LA overtook Chicago.
Really?
In 84, yeah.
Oh, that recent, huh?
40 years ago. That's 40 fucking years ago.
In the grand spectrum of things, though, that's pretty recent. I
Yep.
feel like.
Share with the class. Oh, is it?
Everything is okay. We talked a little bit at the beginning of some stuff, and yeah, I'm good.
Her hubby. checking in on her.
Oh,
I said she's here.
He dry off finally?
It does make me feel good he checked in.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's good. You know, y'all live together, right?
We do live together. We do
So
live
it'd be
together.
really awkward if you did check in and like you came home eventually.
Yeah, I was honestly fully prepared for that because like we do a really good job with like resolving and stuff. Sometimes we need some time. Sometimes we need to blow off some steam on each other and then have some time. But at the end of the day, like even through the blowing off the steam on each other, I feel like we both know it's because we care so goddamn much about each other.
It's very practical.
She also has a little bit of a temper at times.
Big time.
Okay, the thing is, I am
That was not a no.
the thing is, I like I'm a sweetheart. I want everyone to get along and everything like that. And then I don't even know where I'm going with that. Let's go past it. Whatever.
All right.
Right. Good game. Good game.
Fuck yeah. So we were talking about Chicago and we were talking about.
So, wait,
So like run away from that shit. We're just gonna run away.
So you were like managing girls when you got into porn?
Roadieing. But
God, that must have drove you nuts being on the road with these girls.
it was fun at times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Throwing
sure
guys
it
out of their
was.
hotel rooms, they're banging and stuff, or it was
Oh no, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not
As long as they were safe.
as long as they were safe and I was getting paid, I didn't give a fuck.
so they'd be dancing on the road.
Yeah. Dancing convention circuit, like used to hit all the exoticas, fucking
How did you get into porn?
So sorry, audience that's heard this. Back in Chicago, there were seven girls that shot for Burning Angel that lived in Chicago at the time. And because of that, a mutual friend of mine, do you remember Veruca James?
Veruca.
Veruca
The
James.
name's familiar. Veruca.
She was a Spiegler girl.
Yes, I do.
So Veruca and her boyfriend at the time, Damon, were putting on a Burning Angel night at one of the bars I used to hang out at. And those were my friends. And through them, I met a bunch of other performers. And then just, it expanded from there. I was doing armed security for a living at the time. So, like, was a thing. And it's one of those things where, like, I never wanted to be talent. I'm a big fucking film nerd. And I didn't know anyone who did mainstream in Chicago. So I was just like, well, this is my opportunity to try and make something.
Wow, you went right down the rabbit hole. So you meet these Burning Angel girls or whatever. Next thing you know, I'm going to start going on tour with porn girls?
Yep.
Wow.
A
that's
progression.
crazy.
Yeah, no, I know a fan. I won't know any names or I won't say any names or anything. But like he was a fan and he was like trusted within a bunch of other performers, and now he's working security at booths at Exoticas because he's so trustworthy. Like not saying you started off as a fan. I'm just saying there's so many different ways, like without being a performer, to like be involved.
Well, and it's one of those things, like, I feel like I was much more successful in, like, getting into the industry because I very much stayed like, no, I'm not trying to be a performer. Because every fucking mope is just like, I want to go, I'm here to fuck. I'm like, nah. I want to make movies.
I was like totally accidentally fell into porn. It was like pure accident. I never even meant to come into porn.
We need that story. We need the full story.
Well, I'm curious, actually, because you are also a professional musician.
Hardly, but go on.
Hardly. Do you know how many people I run into just randomly at people's bar? Like I was like just talking about my friend Jim, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he's a bass player for this band," and I'm showing him
literally wearing
pictures,
your own merch.
and he was like, he was part of Kilroy.
Yeah.
That's not past tense.
Is part of Kilroy. And there's a waiter at one of my favorite breakfast spots. I was wearing a Kilroy shirt. He was like, "Oh, that's really sweet." And I was like, "I'll try to get you a t-shirt." There's multiple people.
That's cool. Well, I'm in the old punk band still.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you wish that, like, punk had been more how you paid the bills versus...
Well, yeah, the punk band, I quit that. Like, God, we broke up in '84, because you're in college and stuff. So I was in various punk bands and stuff. But yeah, no, but porn's just something I fell into. It was not, I never meant to go into porn. Like, I never pursued, like, let's go down there and somehow, meet people and start going on tour with porn girls. It was not like that at all. It was purely accidental is how the whole thing happened.
Well, I get that,
Yeah.
but, like, do you wish that, like, music had been the actual career?
Yeah, it would have been fun being in a punk band that was popular, touring, you could make money off. It would have been fun. I don't know. Porn's been okay. I like porn because I feel like I've never really had a real job. So
I
that's why porn was cool.
honestly, as being a talent on your set and being a PA on your set, like what I appreciate about you is like you are there to have a good time and have fun and just make sure that it's a good time. Like you want to have fun with your life and it portrays and you still care about the people too. It's not just about your own fun. Like
Yeah.
it's
Oh yeah, well, no,
very
I do. I was like I said earlier. I mean, I was like make it fun for everybody. It's pretty have fun with it while we're doing it.
Ideally, yes.
I'm gonna take a pee break.
Go take
You're
a
not
pee break.
allowed, Spencer Bradley.
Do you want me to pee on your seat?
No, because you're in a
What?
wooden one. The
It's a
leather
wood
seats
one.
are for peeing.
The leather it'll dribble off of.
Right, that's easier to clean up. The wood, I don't want you staining the
Pee
wood.
things behind your back. So it's just spreading your legs.
Wouldn't be the first time. Hopefully not the last.
But that was cool. So you met all the Burning Angel people. That would have been kind of funny.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where like I took the opportunity when I saw it.
And they're like, okay, you want to go on tour with us?
It wasn't even like I didn't even initially go on tour with them. Like because of them, I met Joanna, became friends with Joanna. Through them and like social media, I ended up like meeting Tegan Presley and her husband, and like just it was like, oh yeah, no, we'll take
I
it.
got in the tail end of porn when it was still very taboo when I got in. It just had become legal, literally like the year before. So it was like at the tail end of it. So it was more of like you had that mafia whole aura around porn when I got into it.
Still an outlaw industry.
Yeah, it was very much. It was like way later on. It was kind of funny seeing this stuff like in the old days. Like, you always remember the beginning when you got in.
Well, did you ever see any like mob violence or anything like that around the industry in those days?
Well, I got in 1990. So I mean, there really was. I mean, what mob violence was there ever in porn?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
It was more. There was more threats of okay, we're gonna come over and kick your ass if you don't pay your bills. That type of shit. Yeah, there was more of that kind of shit back in those days, I guess, but not really. I mean, nobody ever thought they were going to be beat up. And some of that late '80s stuff where people had been killed and stuff had already happened when I got in. I got in right when porn had just kind of become legal. And it was still in the '90s. They were still busting all the time. Vice was a big problem when I got into porn. They were busting porn sets all the time. I mean, at least 30 times I've had sets busted, at least.
How many times have you been arrested on a set?
Just once. I mean, I've been arrested 5 times, but in jail, but only once on a set.
What were the other four for?
Stupid when I was young, just stupid things, violence, just stupid shit you get into when you're young. But in porn, only. Well, I mean, okay, hold on, just a couple.
One or two.
But back in those days, they would hold you on sets all the time. Is what it used to be. But that was the vice coming in to bust the sets and stuff. Is the permit issues and all that type of shit.
Just because you didn't have film permits, or
They were really big time after that. That's what made porn legal. Is you had to shoot with permits and stuff in the old days, pull a permit and all that type of shit.
I mean, technically, that's still the rules.
It still is, but the DA is not out to bust it.
Well, yeah. I mean, Cal OSHA has already said that they don't have the manpower to enforce Prop 60.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
A lot of that stuff, like the stuff that was on the ballot 63, was actually very scary. 63 was a much scarier prop than 60.
What was 63?
63 was the one that gave you the opportunity to share in the spoils of busting somebody for violating Prop 60.
Oh, shit. I didn't even hear about that one.
It was basically, if you looked at 2016, the election, I thought that was going to pass. Prop 63 was the one, like, if you see somebody fucking without a condom and you can go report it and everything, you get a share in the profits of the fine. And you were basically creating Nazi Germany, getting people to tattle on people. That's what Prop 63 was. But the California voter realized, well, really, every single goddamn video on YouTube violated OSHA violations. Every single parquet, was that parquet? Am I saying it right? They run up and down the buildings. Parkour violates OSHA. Skateboarding violates OSHA. Every single fucking stupid video on YouTube is violating OSHA if you really think about it. that was popular, especially at the time. So anyway, California was actually shocked me that they voted it down.
Oh no, the 2016 election was totally like Trump won and mandatory condoms statewide didn't pass.
Well, I think a lot of people were voting rationally, and a lot of this stuff really was people were voting with their feelings for Hillary. They were, because Hillary was on a very anti-porn thing that people were backing her. People forget about this, and I think people, but actually in California, voted pretty rationally, which did vote for Hillary, of course, but they still voted for things like against 60, against 63. They voted against that stuff.
Yeah, that was fucking wild.
That was scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought 63 was going to pass, which would have been that was the unbelievable. People don't realize how scary that was. But then again, I always tell everybody, 9/11 saved porn too.
Oh, I'm curious about that connection.
In 2000, Bush won. Why did Bush win the presidency?
Florida.
No, Bush won the presidency because he got the Southern Baptist vote behind him. They created a thing called the Obscenity Task Force under our Attorney General named Ashcroft. Do you remember this? What was it? The Obscenity Task Force job to wipe out porn. Who would they bust?
I don't know.
Obscenity is such a wide term. I feel like they
They do that on purpose.
targeted it
They
against.
do that on purpose to give latitude to bust people. They don't want to define obscenity because then you can't bust it whenever you want to bust.
Well, yeah, Judge famously said, I know obscenity when I see it.
Yeah, that's the famous saying from the 80s. It's like it goes by community standards. But so what happened is they busted John Stagliano. They went after JM Productions. Rob Black went to prison. Max Hardcore went to prison. Another guy, the shit guy, went to prison. They went to prison. The FBI was sweeping in, coming to people's houses, busting them and everything. And so they're trying to bust porn. And then 9/11 hit. Max Hardcore was not flying that plane. Okay, so because here we are busting porn, I think that people started looking at why the fuck are we spending time busting porn when we're being buildings are falling in New York by terrorists, which created the whole war on terror and everything. I'm telling you right now, this is what happened. Say what you want. 9/11, because of what took place there, saved a lot of people from they were coming after porn. And then to top it off, half these people that are coming after porn get busted for fucking young hookers, whatever, homosexual hookers. They got busted, all this type of shit. And Ashcroft ended up getting booted out of the DA job and everything. People, here we are. I'm explaining history. It's right there for everybody to look at. And people don't realize how, when pendulums swing, how they fucking swing. And when we're on this left swinging pendulum right now, when they swing back the other way, they swing back hard. So people think they're all safe doing all this stuff now until things change like that. It's
yeah.
scary.
I mean, there's all the talk about Project 2025 coming up.
Yeah.
Remind me about that. I heard about it.
So there are people on Trump's team, staffers, if he gets elected again, that are planning to flat out outlaw pornography January 25.
Completely. That's so ridiculous to me because sex is a human drive. It's a human need,
Well-
whether it's masturbation or whatever. Like imagine an alternative world, because we all need to eat too, right? Like, what if there was an alternative world where we were all eating in private, but like the restaurants was everybody fucking? Like, that's how I feel about it. It's a human need. Why are we demonizing
Well,
it?
I think they're trying to say that pornography is exploiting people and making sex almost a violent act, and it's destroying the family structure, right? Is what
It's destroying the family structure. There's the new law, the propaganda of, everyone who does this is being trafficked.
Yes,
Yeah.
and there's a difference between trafficking and like work. Sex work and sex trafficking are not the same thing.
Totally.
Sex trafficking falls into labor trafficking.
But it's the
like
same. It's the same as.
Is Jim trafficking you?
absolutely not.
It's the same.
Exactly.
That's the same insanity that drives Fox News. Fox News has you believing that every trans woman wants to compete in women's sports. It's this fear they're trying to instill in the people to be fearful of trans people, that they're trying to steal something from them. You know what I mean? It's the same type of bullshit. That's a fringe group, and people are using that too. It's like a lot of this stuff is just all these fringe groups that say this type of stuff because you're gonna have the same things on the other side too. You know, all these crazy. I mean, you'll listen to like whatever left type of wing things too. And
I
you're like,
feel like they're hanging on to propaganda because there
it's
are
all
cis
propaganda,
women.
Right.
There's
It's
cis,
all propaganda.
there's cis women who have more testosterone than others, and they're not being demonized. You know what I mean? Like
No, I think Ellen DeGeneres is fine, of course.
Ellen
Like,
no, all I'm saying
that was a softball. I had to hit it.
No,
because there
you
was
did, but she's
I
also a monster. But
Yeah.
I can't remember the specific athlete's name, but she was like, my hormones weren't exactly
The point
what,
is,
like a cis
it's
women's.
1% of 1% of 1%. It's like a millionth of a percent of a. It's just such a joke. Like anybody picks on like says something about trans people and use this example. Nobody's stealing your grandkids' spot on the fucking swim team. It's just a fear thing, you know, like a lot of that stuff.
well, yeah. I mean,
But I think a lot of that 2025 thing is really overblown too. You guys we also have that one lunatic is what you're talking about going on saying whatever. Look at when Trump ran for president in 2016, my whole thing was this guy's not coming after porn. He's fucking married to a girl who posed naked in a magazine. He's banging a porn girl, which we knew in 2016. He's not coming after porn. And he didn't. He
Mhm.
never did. And Hillary actually was going to. That was part of the backers that she was going to come after porn in a lot of ways.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And he never did. At no point did he. It's so I think that's something that's also being fueled to. So I don't know how much. Look, at Trump's a piece of shit. We all know that. But then you're also being fueled by a bunch of shit on the other side too.
neither candidate's great.
We have two shitty fucking candidates. Is really what we have.
Can they both just drop dead? They're both old. Could they just die?
I'm
not saying it would assassinate.
It's not even
Just
about
drop
being
them dead.
old. It's just they both have so much baggage and they're both such scumbags. We have two horrible. It's amazing in America. I miss the days of Clinton. I miss the days of Obama. I love Bill Clinton. I'm sorry. I love Bill Clinton. He was great.
I have no protest.
He was funny. And then Monica Lewinsky, God bless her soul. Yeah, like that Hillary picked on her for no reason.
I just feel like with politics, like, I don't know, it's just like the same people in and out. And I would like to see some, like, average Joe coming in.
Yeah, the problem is anyone who's actually remotely competent wants nothing to do with the job. The
Yes.
presidency only pays $400,000 a year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but that's not why they do it, and Biden's living proof of that. You're not worth $200 million making what he made all these years.
Oh, no.
It's from backroom deals being paid off and so forth, and everybody knows it. But even though he's kind of semi on trial on the for this whole thing because Hunter got popped, we all know what Hunter was doing, and we all
Fucking
know
having a good time.
well, no, how he's funneling the money. And I don't blame Hunter. I don't blame Hunter for doing the drugs and the crack and the hookers because this guy was the one who was making the money for his fucking dad.
Well,
All that
also-
money was going to his dad.
Also, why do you have to film it every time, bro?
Hunter should not have filmed it. I do, and he probably should not have left his laptop. I get Hunter. I get it. Because I would be fucking doing the hookers and crack too because of the stress he's probably under.
Well, and what's crazy is everyone forgets Hunter's a lawyer. Like, he is an actual lawyer.
Oh, and we know plenty of lawyers in this business.
Yeah, no.
Well, but those are our lawyers. Like, not like
I'm not demonizing every single one. Like,
One of my first buddies that died on smoking crack was a lawyer. So
not
Well, yeah, it's a
demonizing any
high-pressure
of you.
job.
yeah, it's like
one of my best friends is someone I lovingly refer to as the party lawyer. So, and I've had to
There's-
drag him out of multiple bars in my life.
well, yeah, it's like almost like you're almost a paid liar. You're a paid mouthpiece. If you're a lawyer, you really are. You got to tell that story. Half the time you probably know it's fake. You're telling a lie. You got to sell it.
Well, you're just telling an alternate truth.
Yeah, I love that term, alternate truth.
Travolta to truth?
An alternate truth.
Oh.
No,
A lie.
not Scientology.
Oh, Travolta's part of Scientology? I'm not surprised. It's just the first time I'm...
How did you not know that?
Because I don't keep up
He's like-
that much.
he's
He
like the
made a
second-
movie called This Battleship Earth, or is that the name of it? This
Battlefield Earth.
Battlefield Earth?
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't see it, but
No one has.
But all those people that bought Dianetics must have saw it. How
Well,
was
they were
that
forced
not,
to.
How was that not a hit?
Wait a minute, we should stop. We are within earshot of the Scientology Celebrity Center, and I don't want to go to whatever happens if you talk shit about them.
Oh, there's some powers we don't know about. So.
Oh no, we know about that power. That's
Well,
why I'm shutting the fuck
Let
up.
me tell you something. Scientology itself is not that bad. I'm telling you right now, it's like, I'm like, you got to be pretty open-minded about it, but then they sell these classes and stuff, because my wife used to go to all these classes, and they are kind of self-help, but what they get you into the cycle of having to buy more and more and more classes, but are they really that bad?
Wait,
I went to
you're a
one.
Scientologist?
No, I'm not.
I went to
Well,
one.
I understand why people do it, is what I'm trying to say. It's not, the concept of Scientology itself is not, who's to say L. Ron Hubbard's religion is any worse than any other religion?
I mean, they're all bad.
Yeah. So bottom line is, Dianetics, is it any worse than any other religion?
Well, I actually have a theory that in 100 years, Scientology will be the dominant religion because they're playing it smart. They're embracing celebrity.
Yeah.
America's obsessed with celebrities.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. I mean, is it any worse than a religion where a man goes to the top of a mountain, takes a bunch of fucking mushrooms, talks to somebody on this mountain where he has a trip, and comes down to town and says, I'm going to start this religion where you can fuck all the wives you guys want, right? And
wait, you're talking about Joseph Smith?
yeah.
Yes.
Is it really? What's the difference? At least he was a good science fiction writer. He proved himself writing science fiction. He writes this great book called Dianetics. You know, it's no different than like Manson leading a cult, really.
Well,
only difference I-
Scientology didn't kill Sharon Tate.
Right.
yes.
Neither did Manson.
He might have encouraged it a little
He
bit.
might have, maybe a little bit.
Just a little.
In an alternate reality, no.
Everything in an
I
alternate
said
reality.
what? I met Sharon Kate.
I went to a 3-day Scientology thing, not even fucking knowing it was owned by a Scientology person. I did get a lot of self-help and everything, but like what you guys said about selling the higher courses.
Yeah, but my wife
and,
was
like,
going
getting
to
you
it for a
deeper
while
in-
because at first I'm like, you're doing what? And then she's going to it, but she was she didn't get swamped up in the whole thing. And they tried it. And I was mad because, like, Jesus Christ, we're being bombarded with all this literature and she's spending money. I'm like, what are you fucking learning? And how come these classes are only fucking 3 days? You got to take another class.
Oh, and they encourage you not to take notes. And I did not listen to
Right.
that.
So you fail and you got to buy the class again. So anyway, that's my take on Saudi. I don't hate it. I don't even really get it, but I get how they sell the classes, it's a self-help thing.
Well, see, I dislike most organized religions, so.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yes.
it's all opium for the masses, right?
Well, it served its purpose back in the day when we were tribes and competing for resources.
It serves its purpose now.
Does it really?
Well, now we're competing for resources under capitalism.
Yeah, but not because of our religious.
Religion.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's so funny because as a pornographer, I get the religion because I'm not religious whatsoever, but maybe I'm more spiritual. But I get why religion exists. Is to keep people kind of towing the line, trying to enforce some sort of morality upon them. Because otherwise, some guy's just going, I want this apartment. He's going to march in with a gun, take over your apartment, and I want to bang her. And poor Shane. And he's going to be banging her. And religion says, you shall not covet thy neighbors. You know, all these.
Yeah, but that worked much better when we were tribes and traveling the desert. These days, you don't need that shit.
Really?
Well, these days, I feel like they're
You don't?
trying to divide us into tribes.
Well, these days,
Look what's going on in the world. Really?
yeah, because no one's fucking listening to it, so it's obviously not working.
Because, yeah, they're like basically, people are still doing this shit.
Right. Like, why should I follow rules and laws written by someone who didn't even shit indoors?
Hey, my mother had a Nava's house, okay?
I don't follow your mother's rules either.
I was just trying to be funny.
Honestly, most religions, like I think most religions, on most part, I get it, other than perhaps Catholicism, which was the only one that was truly done in an evil way. Most religions were, for the most part, were done fairly positive. Catholicism was the only one that was actually designed in a truly evil way. Is Catholicism. It really was.
Controlling.
It was.
They're all controlling.
Well, it wasn't so much controlling. It was stopping you from speaking to God yourself. They had to go through these different levels. You could not speak to God, hence the priest and all that stuff was a divider, where the other ones basically gave you a straight outlet to God, where the other ones didn't.
I
Whatever
feel
your God might be.
I feel like there was like a baseline for it all, and it's been a challenge to update them to modern times, and a lot of people
Right, they
won't say
probably
it.
had to have, and then we say this now in today's days, but God knows what people were like then. You probably had to have Catholicism.
Oh no, you had to, because
You know, like,
varying tribes fighting for resources.
yes, maybe the Inquisition wasn't so bad. Listen, let's bring out the Iron Maiden. They need it. So maybe you had to have that.
But it's not necessary now. We're in a place where we're
No,
all
they
in
stopped the Inquisition, I
communication with
heard.
each other.
Have they stopped the Inquisition?
No, it's still raging in Spain. It is all the rage.
All the kids are doing it.
You go to
They're
Ibiza,
all doing it.
you go to Ibiza for the Inquisition.
Yeah.
I
Home
must
parties
be a big
at
loser.
Inquisition.
For the Inquisition. It's about to begin. Hello, sin.
Want to go back to Spain for that Inquisition?
I would like to go to Spain just to see.
The Inquisition?
No, not the Inquisition, just to see
just,
like
persecute-
Barcelona.
To persecute some religious minorities? Wow, Spencer.
No.
Wow, Spencer.
What do you want to go
Like I was
persecute?
trying to change the subject. I would like to see Spain. That's all.
I'd like to go to Spain.
Spain's fun. I had a good time.
Did you eat a lot of seafood?
I did. I actually had a lot of seafood and a lot of Spanish Ramon.
I was very disappointed when I went to Greece. I did not like the food that much.
Really?
I was very, very disappointed.
I'd never been. That's still on my wish list.
Yeah. I was shocked because I thought it was going to be amazing. I don't know. Maybe I just thought it was going to be more falafels and great, like whatever. But it's really just seafood and pasta. It's very Italian.
Oh,
It's all very Mediterranean.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So I was like going, where's all the big? I don't know what I thought I was going to get, but it was.
Souvlaki, gyros. Where is?
Where's the shawarma? I thought there'd be tons of shawarma everywhere. I love shawarma.
Well,
Well, I guess that's more. I guess actually like more Middle Eastern food.
Well, but that's the thing. That's all Ottoman Empire food. Like
Yeah.
shawarma, like it's crazy. Like the whole fucking Mediterranean that was all part of the Ottoman Empire is all about that shawarma, because it's just like.
But it's not in Greece, really. I mean, it is, but it's not right there in your face. Like you go to some of those islands, like where'd I go? Mykonos. What's the other? Santorini and stuff. Where the fuck was all the shawarma? I didn't see it. Where was
Berlin. Berlin has 24-hour.
Okay, we
not
all love Berlin. Berlin rules.
I've never been.
The
You need
greatest
to go.
place in the world.
You need to
I've
go.
only been to Munich.
Berlin. Berlin.
Okay, the three of us are going to Berlin.
I
now.
hate Berlin.
He's taking us to Berlin.
Berlin's it's my favorite place ever. I love Berlin.
No, I definitely want to go. It's definitely on the list. Like, I'm hoping everything works out and Venus Berlin is on the list for next year.
I used to always
Okay.
go to Venus show. I haven't been in years, but I used to go all the time.
I
The
heard
Venus show,
Venus
go
is
filming
crazy.
out there. It was crazy. They do live sex. We'd be filming at the convention. I used to go shoot out there. It was so much fun. It's a good show. Long since past. Belgium. Belgium used to have a show. They have huge live sex going, everything. Best show I ever went to in my life back in the late 90s. Belgium. Long since gone. Old days. Spain used to do the live sex shows.
So Belgium doesn't do
Womp.
Yeah. Whatever happened to all this shit? Why don't they have it anymore? First of all, every show in LA sucks.
Well, yeah, obviously.
God, they're horrible here.
Well, because
When was the last time we really did a show here besides X3?
Yeah, but even ever since the beginning of time, can't have good porn shows here because there's all these laws. There should be live sex going on, everything.
Well, also, I feel like the fans are just like, yeah, I could see her at Vaughn's. Why do I give a fuck that she's signing right now?
Well,
I do have a lot of fans who, like, when I was in Chicago recently, like, that even told me, like, I only came here for you and stuff. So there is
Yeah,
the
that's
fan
Chicago.
stuff with that. But when it comes to, like, stage stuff and, like, live spectacles and everything, it is lacking in America. Like, to the point where it's, like, actual sex shows. I did see a woman hanging, like, with hooks in her shoulders. Like, there is sparks flying at Exotica and stuff.
Have a vagina?
No. There's hooks in her
Everybody does
shoulder.
that. You can see it on the corner of Ventura and Reseda. But it's like, Yeah, it's like you just don't have the live sex shows and the decadence and the drinking. Like that's what I used to like about some of these shows. And it's weird because people would be like they'd be fucking on stage, and you have the old like, couple just walking around drinking their schnapps or whatever, and it was just more surreal. That's what I like.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good fucking time.
yeah.
I want to go. I want to go.
And yeah, I just feel like a lot of the sets now, like I understand the restrictions they want to have, but at the same time, we need real life.
Old ladies and schnapps.
Yeah, old ladies and schnapps. We need more old ladies and schnapps and
Always more old ladies and schnapps.
Yeah.
How do we bring that back?
No, it's like, what are you drinking? Is that water?
That is Bacardi and LaCroix. I'm allowed to
Holy
say that on the
shit.
and we drink, right?
Yeah. Well, we're on a drink.
One
We're
of
not on
these
a
days you'll
set. Nobody's having sex.
Right. And one of these days you'll get the name of the show right that you've been on multiple
What
times.
is it called?
I
And
know.
now we drink.
Well,
Oh,
my
and
first
What were you calling it?
Bacardi and LaCroix.
No, the name of the show.
And now we drink.
She
And
did.
now we
She
drink.
was like,
But remember,
Like, now we drink. And we drink. She's been like losing a word here and there.
How many mushrooms were you on last time you were on the show?
not that many. Not that many. We didn't do that many.
Define it. in
Are you
grams.
kidding? We did like an eighth apiece.
Yo, oh. It was so great. It was amazing.
What did you guys talk about?
A lot of random shit.
A lot of random
stuff. That's
stuff.
good. That's good.
It was well, it's been years at this point, so it was chaotic, and I don't really remember what exactly was discussed.
So you've been doing this show for how many years?
8 years.
8 fucking years. Who was your first guest?
Small hands, actually.
No
8
shit.
years ago for real? Wow. Oh, that makes sense. Burning the Angel. Okay, okay.
Yep. Oh no, like I've known Small hands since he was.
I love him. He's so nice.
Since I've known him since he was Joanna's bartending boyfriend. Like
I thought he was in a band.
he
Yeah,
was,
that's
but
what I
like
heard.
his primary income was being a bartender in San Diego. His very first AVN, Joanna's like, babysit my boyfriend.
Was he a
Oh, you were
maniac
the
back then?
babysitter?
He
I-
was-
he's always been a
was
chill
maniac.
dude.
Yeah.
And his very first AVN, like I think it was day 1 or day 2, we had to carry a very drunk Xander Corvus out of a hotel room at like 3:00 in the afternoon.
I used to shoot Xander all the time. Xander was friends with my son.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Xander's, I heard, doing a lot of work with like Swoop and stuff now.
He is living in Portugal these days.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
lives in
yeah.
Portugal doing what?
Porn.
Wow. Portugal?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he said, "Peace out, America." And
He actually moved away.
Yep.
Is he married or anything?
nope.
Long
So
term
he's still with
relationship.
Brazzers, right? So he's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
for
he
Brazzers.
He's got a contract with the European cruise.
So he's just banging out there.
He is just banging out there,
Wow, that's incredible.
staying
That-
sober, like living a good life.
Good for him. I mean, he never got married or anything, did he? I mean,
Nope.
I haven't seen him since when he first got in the business. I used to shoot him a lot. Way back when.
He's a great talent.
He was incredible. That's why he came so small hands. That guy too. In fact, that guy's fucking incredible.
I haven't gotten to shoot with small hands.
Small
yet.
hands is fucking amazing.
Well, you should take on him and Owen Gray like everyone else wants to.
Well, they
I-
only work together. It seems like. What's their deal?
I mean, it works, and they're making money. So
I feel like they're comfortable together. They know
They
the
just bang
chemistry.
chicks together, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, don't you want a friend that you're so comfortable with? We just bang chicks together. It's just what we do together,
That'd be kind of cool.
That's beautiful, honestly.
right? Like we're so comfortable, we're so tight. We can just bang chicks together. It's just
Well,
another
what's
day.
Joanna doing? All right, go guys. She is so chill too. I like Joanna.
I mean, in all reality, not to talk out of school, she turned him out. Like she 100% like because he started off just shooting with her, and then she's like, no, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this right, and like just sent him out into the world.
And I understand that as a partner who, like, my partner, he's shown interest, but I've also told him, like, the concerns about getting into the business and everything. But if you're going to do it, do it.
Especially you're gonna turn him out, you're gonna go, make him shoot.
You got mad because he said he loved being squirted on.
I didn't get I didn't get mad at him getting squirted on as much as the reaction.
I'm the one who got
went-
squirted on.
Spencer, you gonna have him go shoot some gilf porn?
I'm gonna go in our pee.
You go pee. You go pee. You go pee.
Are you gonna have?
He's very new to PAing, and I feel like as many different sets that I've been on and everything, like I wasn't like super mad as much as I was just like, oh, you loved that, because I had.
Did you feel disrespected or some shit?
No. I had just never heard another crew member when they got squirted on say, I love it.
So
as opposed to like, hey, this is okay. You're doing a great scene. You're doing a great job. Don't worry about it.
So
you know what I mean?
Were you just embarrassed about his unprofessionalism?
He's very new. I feel like in his own head, he was being professional. You know what I mean?
Why did you get upset?
Because I feel like he was encouraging the scene and everything.
Then
like,
what did you get upset about?
I wasn't even crazy upset. What I was upset about is that I felt like he was like, just like I love for him to find other people attractive and everything. But like when he was like, oh yeah, I love it. And that's not a normal crew response. Like even if it was like a great squirt and everything.
So why did it bother you?
I'm trying to tell you, Matt.
I feel like you're dancing around it.
I'm not dancing around it as much as like, I feel like men want me to get to a point instead of like explaining the intricacies of stuff.
Well, yeah.
So
More accurate.
Yeah. So I don't know. Whatever.
Well, no. Why did it upset you?
The only thing that upset me, because it seemed like he was excited about being squirted on versus being a professional not screw member.
I like to call them screw members.
A professional crew member where that was like, oh, that was great. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like that looked great and everything. The fact that he was like, I loved that was a little bit weird for me. I didn't get like crazy jealous. I just needed my space and everything. And he kept trying to come back to me to reassure me. And I needed my space. You know what I mean? For a second. Because I know in his head, and he's only PA'd a few times, and how he would see like saying like, oh, I love it is an encouraging thing versus like an I'm into it thing. Because on 5 years of being on sets performing, I've never, when that's happened, when I've like squirted on crew members on set, never have I ever heard any of them say like, oh, I love it. You know what I mean? They've been like, that was great. You know, no problem. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean?
I was shocked too when he took off his shirt and he started rolling around the floor going like this and jerking off. And I thought maybe he was taking it too far myself, but you know, like whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna cut him a little slack.
Right. You're not here to kink shame him.
The thing is, I get the intention. I get the intention and his lack of experience.
See, I didn't even notice. See, the thing, I didn't even notice any of this even happened because I didn't even think about it. It was like no big deal.
I wasn't trying to make it a thing. I got
squirted on, and the girl keeps on squirting. I'm like, and I just go like this. Hit him a little bit. Stop hitting me. I'm trying to film you. Shoot on the PA who's next to me. Why are you aiming at, you know, I just go like that. And then I guess all this shit. And then I'm wiping up.
It's not even.
I'm dripping wet. I'm drying everything off. And then apparently all this chaos took place.
It wasn't even chaos. No, it literally wasn't even chaos as much as like, because I could even feel in the moment he was trying to be encouraging of the scene. He was trying to like be like, you know, this is a great scene.
I don't like. Listen, I think when as a crew member, a lot of times these girls like try to squirt on you and stuff. They should say, "Oh, I love it" or whatever. I think you think he took it a little bit too far, but I don't think he really thinks he did it like that.
He doesn't think he did it like that exactly
because he doesn't know. Like for instance, a lot of the girls will squirt on me. They think it's just kind of funny. And then it's like whatever. Oh, wait, I peed on Jim, haha. And so I don't think I think you overreacted a little bit. I'll be honest.
I didn't overreact in the sense that like I was
Because he was just trying to go, oh, I love it, trying to think that makes her be more excited. He doesn't give a fuck.
exactly,
He
and
loves you. He doesn't care about Dara.
I know that was his point and
Right.
everything. I genuinely know he was trying to be encouraging
Yeah, that's
and
all he was
everything.
doing.
I understand
And you
that.
got jealous.
I didn't get as jealous as much as I was.
As jealous.
You did.
If I was jealous, I would have been mean to the female talent.
Yeah, but you know it's Adira, and you know she's not trying to fuck him. So you can't be.
None
mad
of the
at Adira.
female talent are
No.
gonna try to fuck him.
No, and you
Like-
know Adira.
Wow, your dude's unfuckable?
No,
Jesus,
he's
that's
not
so mean.
unfuckable. No, I'm trying to say on set. I know that's not his intention or anything.
But I do think you got jealous about it.
The only thing I got jealous about is how much like he was like, "Oh, I love it" or whatever.
My wife gets mad because I'll come home and my dogs will walk over and piss on me when I walk in the house if I've been like peed on and stuff. And like my wife gets so mad 'cause she always makes me shower because she always thinks I'm always pissed on when I come home. And then sometimes it is kind of sad. You walk in your house, you walk in, and your dog walks over and just lifts his leg and pisses on you. You're like, whoa, maybe I do smell like piss.
Well, hear me out for a
Like-
second. Hear me out for a second. If it would have been like, I love the energy. I love the scene. I love your performance. That would have been so much different than him being like, oh, I love being squirted on by you. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. So, but you got jealous, and he thought he
It
said
was
the right
like-
thing if you weren't there.
He did not say anything bad. He did not say
He didn't mean
anything.
anything by it.
And I know that from his limited experiences on set and everything. But yeah,
You got squirted on.
he got squirted on. He got squirted on, which is like an epic moment and everything. But I feel like him being like, "Oh, I love it."
I mean, did he start rubbing himself? Like,
No.
I
It
didn't
was
see
just
any. Honestly, I never saw him do a single thing because I jumped up all upset about my camera running off, wiping my camera. No.
valid.
Yeah, so I didn't see any of the stuff that took place. So, you know,
Like I have no problem with him like encouraging the women. I have no problem with that at all. But when he personally says, "Oh, I love what you did to me," that's where I'm like, we're walking a line here.
Spencer, I hate to say it, I feel like you're in the wrong here.
Well, I'm talking to two men here.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. That is accurate.
because he didn't mean. He thought he
I'm-
was cheering her on. He had no sexual intentions with her, and you got jealous. And he really thought he was trying to say something, just being a crew guy. Oh, I love it when you squirt on me, thinking it was going to make her feel better about it.
I feel like jealous implies that I would have been mad with the female
No. No,
performer.
not at all.
as well.
No,
No, not at all.
because you and me both know. We all know Adira is not trying to steal your man or squirt.
Oh,
on
I know that. I know that for 100%.
yeah.
But the thing is, we've already had, like, before this scene happened, we've already had a talk about, like, what's
Squirting?
appropriate to, no, not squirting.
Wait.
Like, what's appropriate to say on, like,
Spencer,
on set or not. And, like, with your scenes, like, I love the candidness and I want him to be able
Sometimes
to
you
be
get squirted
candid.
on.
Right?
Exactly.
Spencer, the question is, has he ever said he loves it when you squirt on him?
No.
Well,
There it is.
Wait, back up. Do you squirt?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Are you fucking serious?
I've never seen you squirt.
You've never had me in a squirting scene.
Well, hello. Today wasn't a squirting scene. Have you ever squirted on me?
That's Adira's signature, if we're going to be honest.
The answer is no.
Well, maybe she only does it in personal life. Maybe that she reserves that for the people she's actually involved with.
I've never seen you squirt.
Sorry, I don't know what to say to that.
So do you squirt on him?
Yes, I've squirted on him.
But he's not holding a
And I've-
sea
and-
light, is he?
No, he's never Okay, but regardless of whether he's holding a sea, like a sea light or not, I didn't get that reaction.
That's
I-
we got to the bottom of
I
it.
bet if you were to be right there and Shane and me are right here looking at your vagina and you squirt on him, he's going, I love it. He would do that, wouldn't he?
No, I
No.
actually would very much be upset about my carpet.
Well, yeah, like, no, Shane would say it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You might not.
No.
I've squirted on it. He's never been like, oh, I love it. And
See,
then when it happens
that's-
in a scene.
That's the root of the problem. He's never told her he loves her squirts.
Oh,
That is the root of the issue right there.
okay.
He's the
I
most
think he was-
encouraging it's been is go ahead.
I think he was.
That's not a really good encouragement.
I think he was doing it because I'm like, you got my camera wet, you bitch, and I marched off into. I didn't say that, but I did say, remember, you know, I was like, you got me soaking wet. What the fuck? Why can't you squirt on him? And I did march in the other room.
Bottom line, I know he was trying to be encouraging.
Yeah, that's
Like,
all he
but-
was.
And I know that at my core, and I wish he understood that, but I just wasn't comfortable with the way he was like, oh, I love it, when I never heard that when I squirted on him.
See,
And that's see, and that's
I
why
mean, that's fair. Like, he honestly should be telling you that he loves your squirts all the fucking time.
I think it's honestly it's very tough to be a couple in porn. It really is.
It is.
Humorous.
And you're even talking about something because I'll tell you something. You have a guy who's not trying to stunt cock, not trying to fuck the other girls, and you're like, and you're getting jealous over being on the set, and because it is like I'll say things all the time, I love you or whatever to people. Like if my wife heard, she'd be really pissed off, and I'm just saying it. I say I love you to I'll say I love you to him. You know, it's like but
You don't say I love you to me, Jim. You don't,
That's a
Jim.
one-way
You don't
street.
say I love you to me
I say it
anymore.
all the time.
All the time.
I say
Not
I love
as
you.
much.
Well, you have a boyfriend. Your husband's right there in front of you. Maybe you should squirt on me.
Right? All these times on set, Spencer, you've never squirted on Jim. How does he know you love him?
You know what? Jim?
Usually a girl marks her territory.
Huh? I am a girl who marks her territory.
You should
for
mark your
sure.
Oh,
territory.
wow. What way to reinforce that you do not love Jim.
Yeah. See, maybe I'm the hurt party in this whole thing. We really look at this. Perhaps it's me and you and Shane. You've gone on your little battles, and there really is a hurt person in this room. The guy whose camera was wet was just trying to get his job done.
That employs both of you.
Shane's only been on your sets, and you have special relationships with all the different talents because you've worked with them throughout the years and everything. And I feel like he mimics like
Me?
certain, like yes, instead of just being in the mindfulness of I'm a crew member, I'm here to
So
encourage.
he's mimicking me? Wow.
Fifth Amendment.
You're an idol.
Not mimicking you as much as like going after like the example, like
Which is odd because he's a Buffalo Bill fan. I am a Dolphin fan.
very true.
Probably a Bears fan.
Don't care about
I love
football.
him. I know he was trying to be encouraging, but like at the end of the day, it's just like because you can be encouraging without being like, oh, I love what you did to me.
I know. My wife's gotten mad at me about the shit like that too. But you're just jealous. The bottom line is you got jealous. He really meant nothing. He just said something.
I got a little bit jealous,
You
but
a little?
A little.
like
you jumped out of
no.
a car and you're
That's
on a podcast.
It actually is about that time to call last call.
God
No,
damn
good.
it! I'm so
I already
sorry.
got my beer. Do you have a fresh drink?
All right, let's finish.
It's very
our
nice
drinks
that you have
and-
all these drinks and stuff.
Cheers.
My son was going to do a podcast years ago. He was going to call it, he had the drunken corner or something like that, where you just get drunk. But he wanted to be all about fish tanks. And you have fish tanks and talk about fish
There's some cool fish tanks out there.
I
with,
mean, whatever makes him happy.
with fish going around behind you in the background.
Whatever makes him happy. That's the beauty of this medium. This is the last really Wild West medium.
Yeah. Where like the fish should be behind you. Like, I like puffer fish.
They're delicious.
like, you don't eat puffer fish.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, it could kill you.
Yeah, that's
Have
why
you
you get.
ate one before?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How much
Yeah, you
is it?
can,
What
you
do you
can.
spend on that? 'Cause don't you have to hire a super expensive
I was in
chef?
Tokyo. It was years ago.
How much was the piece of
Oh, no. I went to a place that only serves puffer fish, and we had 5 courses of puffer.
Ooh. Tokyo's probably the only
How
place
much
I would
was
trust
that?
puffer.
I mean, maybe $30.
What?
Yeah.
I thought Tokyo was expensive.
Well,
Well, if it's local to their area,
I
the
mean,
price
these days- sorry, audience. These days, the yen's crashing, so Tokyo's actually really inexpensive. But when I was there, that was in 2013. It was a little pricey. I may have paid a little more. I don't remember. It was 10 years ago and I was drunk.
You told me a little bit
So
about
what does a
Tokyo.
pufferfish taste like?
It's very chewy.
Well, I don't. Okay, I am simply a spicy tuna guy and Cajun tuna. I love seared Cajun tuna. But
Well,
What
this place
type of-
served it like in a salad, as a hot pot, deep fried, and as sashimi as part of like the whole meal.
right.
Deep fried was the best.
Well, I love deep fried alligator. I mean, anything deep fried is good.
It is.
You could eat a deep fried anything like spider. It's good.
Have you ever had Rocky Mountain oysters?
No.
You know what those are?
Yeah, of course. I saw the movie. What's the movie Chevy Chase where he eats all of Rocky Mountain oysters? They're lamb balls.
No, they're bull testicles.
Bull testicles? What are the lamb ones? What are those called? Bull testicles, and there's also the lamb ones.
Spencer, would you eat Rocky Mountain oysters?
That's the bull testicles? I mean, if it was cooked up a certain way and
Oh, they're
not
deep
just
fried.
like raw on the plate, yeah, I'd try
They're
it.
actually delicious.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I would totally try it. Yeah.
they're cut into like.
What are the lamb ones? What are those called? I mean, they sell those at Rocky games, Rocky Mountain oysters.
Mm.
There's also the lamb. They do the lamb balls too.
According to Wikipedia, they're called lamb fries.
Okay.
And those are lamb balls.
Lamb balls.
Lamb fries.
Are they
lamb
lambs?
balls.
If a male lamb's a lamb, or
And this is what it says: lamb fries are lamb testicles used as food. Historically, they were parboiled, cut in half, seasoned. But the Rocky Mountain oysters were cut into coin-sized deep fried.
Yeah.
And it was just beefy and deep fried. It was great.
Oh, I would
It's
totally.
like,
get
have you ever
that.
had conch? It's probably like eating conch or it is chewy. No, they're not really chewy though.
No, it really was just a beefy flavor, a deep fried beefy flavor.
Ooh, it was still beefy flavored, even though
Yeah.
it was.
I mean, it's still definitely beef.
It's still just meat.
Of course, but the different organs have different textures, so I'm just surprised to
Yeah.
hear beef with
I mean,
testicles.
Deep fried. It was good. But for real, we'll get you guys out of here. Let's call last call. Before we get you out of here,
Okay.
where can they find you on the things?
What?
Social media.
Oh, just Jim Powers XXX on Twitter. X.
Any sites you want us to plug as well?
Well, no, I've been shooting, like a lot for Dog Fart. I shoot Dog Fart, and I do the art on the signs. If you ever see those, I don't know if you know anything I do.
Amazing art.
I do. Then I shoot a lot of work for Adult Time. I do the MILF overloads. I do the. And what do I do? Devil's Film. I shoot that stuff. I do Biphoria. I do Gender X.
Transfix.
Oh, Transfix. I do that.
Gender X.
Nuru. I do that. Yeah.
Nuru,
I do
yeah.
that. What else do I do?
You
I
do
lose
a
them all.
lot of
This is
shit.
why you bring Spencer out.
Yeah.
List off your credits. I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, no. So I've been doing some fun stuff. I mean, it's been a lot of fun, the Adult Time stuff, because I do those MILF overloads. I love doing those where you get the young guy, you get banged by the MILFs, and then I do the accidental gangbangs. Accidentally the gangbangs happen, and I do Nurus and all sorts of shit.
And very soon, Crew Wars.
Yes, and Crew Wars is coming up, where we put all the crew members in one room and they all fuck each other. Only one per 5 enter, 1 exit.
Spencer, are you going to get upset
About
if your
what?
husband gets involved in Crew Wars?
No, absolutely. I've actually been encouraging him to become talent because he really does have a good fucking essence and everything. And
Oh God, you're gonna
I'm
get so jealous of him.
but the thing is, that's the thing that would kind of turn me on. It's okay, because I want to see you fuck the way you fuck me, and then I want some of that back. You know what I mean? In a non-jealous way and everything. As long as everything's talked out and everything, I just don't like
She
when
doesn't like being surprised.
Yeah, I don't see
I don't
how
like
any of
being
this could go
surprised.
wrong. I don't see how it could go
Oh,
wrong.
it'll be fine. It'll be perfectly fine.
That's sarcastic as fuck.
Yes,
Yes,
you
yes,
would
it
be
is.
so jealous if Shane was banging somebody.
I absolutely would not, under the premises that how everything is run now. It's
Are you guys start doing scenes again?
I actually did just do a scene on May 2nd.
So why don't you shoot a scene with me? Not with me, but
You're the next person I was going to do
Yeah.
a scene with when I'm ready.
well.
Whew.
I'm
When are you gonna be
tested right now.
ready?
Tomorrow.
I mean, honestly, pretty soon. I thought I was going to make this big, huge comeback and everything and change my look, but I feel like I'm more comfortable easing back into things.
Your look. What are you gonna do to your look?
I wanted to cut all my hair off again.
Facial tattoos? Come on.
No.
Mustache?
When I started as a stripper, I had a blue mohawk. Like I had piercings all over, and I feel like I've kept this look
Your
just
hair
to
is
stay
sexy.
The thing is, I've kept this to stay marketable in porn.
So what do you want to do to your hair?
I don't
You could have
even
one
know.
haircut. What do you think of Dira's hair?
I love Adira. I love Adira's hair. I love that she's on this journey of growing it out and getting to experiment with stuff, because that was one of the fun parts of growing my hair out.
So you want to cut your hair?
Like, the thing is, I've been so detached from myself recently. Sorry, this isn't like a therapist talk or anything.
Well, that's good. I'm not a therapist. I'm not licensed in anything.
So you want to do a mohawk?
I don't think I'd do a mohawk again because I did it already.
I mean, you definitely can because people haven't seen it on camera. But I really do have to do this. We are trying to rap.
All right,
Yes. Okay.
Where can they find you on social media?
SpencerBradley.com. I do need to pay my host fees. So the website, it's still a website, but it's not running right now.
So go to a 404 link.
What's your Twitter?
My Twitter is Spencer Bradley X, and my Instagram is Spencer Bradley Official. But if you want to follow me pretty consistently, go to my Twitter at Spencer Bradley X, because I keep that more updated than my Instagram. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you guys. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.